García. Damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un Combate Global.
Mucha más acción is headed your way tonight. It is Alex Wendling here alongside Shane Faison, and we have a stacked card inside Univision Studios coming to ya. What's up, guys? We got a new format going on, a little bit less professional, ready to go. I got my clipboard just in case Shane starts acting crazy out here. How you doing, Shane?
I'm feeling, dude, I've been looking forward to this event all week. I'm so pumped up. I think I might throw a couple kicks today. We got so many good fights lined up. Let's talk about them.
We need that from you because you are the fight tips guy. You can break down everything, and you can be in the live chat asking him questions. We'll be interacting with you guys because we have a stacked card tonight, and it is going to be starting off with some heat. The fight that you said that you were most excited for, those featherweights, Marcelo Reyes versus Jonathan Burgos.
I'm telling you, this is going to be a technical scrap. We got some of the best boxing. This is going to go down as like fight of the year candidate. I'm telling you, do not miss this one. Really excited for these two to get in there.
We're definitely starting off with a bang with that, but then in our main event, we have Kenya Enriquez, and a WBC champ taking on another sport in MMA. The challenge in himself is so impressive.
Dude, it's another really good boxing match. I think tonight the theme is just going to be really good striking, really good boxing. Don't blink, because we're going to see some knockouts tonight.
And then, of course, we got to talk about the undefeated Jaden Ortega. He's going to go up against one of the most experienced in Combate Global homegrown Ivan Choco Castillo, who's also coming up on some of the greatest work. But let's take a look at these featherweights right here. Jonathan Burgos versus Marcelo Reyes. Like you said, the boxing pedigree of Reyes is really going to showcase a lot. And those featherweights in Combate Global always bring the action. So we cannot wait for that one. But again, we're going to have another great matchup coming up with these guys.
Yeah, this is going to be an excellent one right here. We got karate-style bouncing in Martinez going up against Camacho, who's going to be a little bit scrappier. Like a man possessed, when he gets hit, he just comes back even stronger. This is going to be an excellent matchup right here. Cannot wait for this one.
Quentin Cowboy Camacho bringing in that Cali energy. But then we got the woman, and I'm so excited for Yannet Garcia because she was supposed to compete for Combate Global earlier in the year. Didn't happen, fell through, but now she's going to get to take on Maria Maldonado of Querétaro. This is a Mexico versus Mexico showdown. Two strikers, but Yannet said that she does want to mix it up a little bit. And then we got the welterweight.
And then we got Jaden Ortega against Ivan Castillo. I talked to Ortega backstage just now, and he is just in such a good mood. He cannot wait to get in there and fight. And he feels that he got under Castillo's skin at the weigh-in yesterday. And if you saw it, there was a little bit of nervous energy, a little bit of tension. That's going to be a good one.
Ooh, I love when those face-offs get heated. And between these two, it was definitely some energy in there as well. Kenya Enriquez, the WBC champ, challenging for, she wants to eventually become a champ in MMA as well. And then Hannah Brospikov, we've seen her compete at LFA. She wanted to take things to the next level, and now she's here in Combate Global. And Kenya even feels that because she lost her last fight, she's extra motivated to get that win.
Yeah, and she has nearly 30 boxing matches under her belt. But Brobiskov's got really good counter-striking, really good boxing herself. So again, I think this is going to be a fight that stays on the feet. I don't think either one of them are going to go to the ground because they both have a point to prove.
And I was just backstage, Killer Miller, she was back there as well. They cross-trained because Hannah is from Everett, Washington, so it's not too far of a drive. So when you can get that good cross-training in, that is very important.
Excellent, excellent. Yep, and then you got the team out of Sikjitsu. You got Rick Little there. Just excellent coaching. The caliber of fighters that come out of that gym. I mean, we have tons here on the roster, and you see it every time that they come in, they deliver just mucho más acción.
And you said that you're most excited for Marcelo versus Jonathan Burgos, but is there another one you're excited for?
I'm telling you, that fight, like, it's just, there's something about it. It's perfect style versus style for just a good scrappy match. But I think for Jaden, the kid's energy is just on fire. Him against Ivan Castillo is going to be a good one.
As a solid appetizer, we're going to be kicking it off with the featherweights. So here's a little more on this showdown.
I'm Marcelo Reyes. I'm from Texas, Weslaco, Texas. I started boxing first. I started boxing at 13. My dad took me to a boxing gym, and I fell in love with boxing. But then some MMA guys went to the gym, and MMA at the time was taking off. And it looked a lot cooler to me. I can realistically defend myself, and I liked it a lot more.
Mi nombre es Jonathan Nicolás Burgos Astudillo y soy de Santiago de Chile. Mi apodo es Robocop Astudillo y surgió por dos cosas, porque fui carabinero en Chile, que es policía, y por la resistencia a los golpes. Fue una decisión complicada, no es fácil, abandonar muchos años de carrera como policía, pero tenía la convicción de que le iba a dar todo para lograr mi sueño, y gracias a Dios se está logrando. Para mí, representar a Chile es un orgullo, a lo máximo, y estoy muy feliz de hacerlo.
He's a killer. He's a killer. Don't get me wrong. He's a killer. Three fights, 3 KOs, but he hasn't fought one guy with a win. I'm trying to give my family something that they've never had. My dad would eat a tortilla with salt and lemon. I want to be able to give him the life he never had.
Por lo que sé, se especializa en boxeo. La pelea se va a desarrollar realmente como yo quiera. Yo soy muy bueno de pie y tengo muy buena lucha y jiu-jitsu, así que...
I saw him right now. He's a little macizo, but we'll see real quick. We'll see real quick where his gas tank's at, and we'll see who has more heart.
An absolute banger that is going to be on the way to start the night. That featherweight division is so stacked, but just knowing the background of RoboCop, having 7 years of experience as a cop and wanting to fully commit as a fighter, tell me about what that decision must have been like.
Well, first of all, I'm a huge fan of the movie RoboCop, the whole series, and I'm a huge fan of this fighter. It seems like when he's out there, he's completely locked in. One of the things that you notice about his striking style is he doesn't take turns. He doesn't wait for the other person to stop throwing. He's going to intercept you. It's always his turn. You got to be a little selfish in there, and he's like the epitome of that. He's going to shut you down mid-combination. He's going to shut you down with body shots. He's got a really good clinch. He's just a tough dude all around.
And we got to think back. We were side by side watching that Trevor Schnurple fight, and it was one of the bloodiest fights that we've seen in Combate Global.
Yeah.
That was nonstop action, and he said that is the fight where he really proved to himself that he's got heart.
That fight could have been stopped multiple times throughout. First round, second round. Schnurple made it into the third round just because he's tough as nails.
So tough.
But man, some of those body shots, we just heard it echo here in Univision Studios. It was just such heavy shots. And those are the ones when you see, if you've ever felt a good body shot before, it's like, it takes everything in your ability to stay standing. I can't believe he was able to. A couple of those lands. Both these guys got good body shots. Both these guys got good boxing. That's why I think this is going to be fight of the night for sure.
And that has the potential for someone's that has to go. A lot of undefeated records. Another one coming up in the lightweight division when Quentin Cowboy Camacho is going to showcase his skill set. He is a Spar Star Athlete of the Year in 2023 and has a little bit of a funky style.
He does, yeah. It's like I said, I feel like he's someone who just really enjoys fighting. It's cool too because he jumps around at different gyms out there in LA. He talks about he trains with Eric Paulson, of course at Tillis, and when he fights, it shows. It seems like he gets better every time. He's hungry. He looks at the little details of things, like chaining his striking into the clinch, into the takedowns, and then once he's there, it's like he's just got that killer instinct where he's really good at finishing fights.
And for a little bit more on Quentin Cowboy Camacho and the karate prodigy, here's this showcase.
My name is Quentin Camacho and I'm from Whittier, California. After my first 2 MMA fights, I started getting finishes. I started getting a lot of buzz and a lot of support from my community. I saw this was something that I could probably take further, so I decided to go pro. As far as my movement, I like to drive forward and really grind people out, especially in the pro circuit. 5-minute rounds gives me a lot of time to work, a lot of benefit from my cardio as well.
Mi nombre es Adrián Martínez y soy de Ensenada, California, México. Representar a México en combate para mí es algo muy importante, es un paso más en mi carrera. Pues yo empecé a entrenar karate desde muy chico, empecé a los 3 años de edad. Empecé a ir destacando, y fui a eventos nacionales, destaqué y luego de ahí empecé a entrenar jiu-jitsu. De ahí empecé a agregar boxeo, el último año agregué lucha completamente. El MMA me ha dado más enfoque, más concentración, más camino también.
This one, I know he's a kickboxer, that wide open stance is something that I haven't seen before in my fighting career. So just bringing in some karate guys and some taekwondo stuff, looking for those head kicks. I know he switches stance a lot, really dynamic. And then of course the cardio, just a lot of running.
Lo que sé mi oponente es, pues lleva 2 victorias, peleó con un compañero de Ensenada. Creo que se lleva muy bien con el mío, él va hacia adelante, a mí me gusta ir hacia adelante también. Y va a ser un choque, entonces sé que va a ser una gran pelea.
In this fight you could expect a finish from me. I'm looking for a first or second round finish. I think I've shown that I'm very durable and also a very technical fighter, so I'll be able to nullify any of his advances. I think he's going to give up his back, and I think I'm going to end up with a choke.
Absolutely stoked for this one. Can you show me that bladed stance that he's talking about?
So the difference between a squared stance is like if I have headlights on my hips, both would be facing forward.
Okay.
Once I start to blade, now one hip is in the front. This is going to allow you to bounce in and out, close distance quick, retreat quick. And he's got a really good lead leg, Martinez, right? So he comes out, he takes center of the howl, he's going to flash that high kick, and then it also allows him to spin and throw attacks as well.
Okay, I like this a lot. Break it down a little bit more. What do you think we're going to be seeing stylistically?
I think it's going to be a masterclass of range. I think you're going to have the karate guy that is Martinez trying to maintain distance and stay within that kicking range, while you got Camacho, who's going to be trying to pressure and get on the inside. He talks about how he likes to switch stance a lot, and in that transition, can he catch him? Can he, fire punches down the center? Can he try to flatten the tires? I know you like that expression. By kicking the calf out, right? Leg kicks is a good way to slow down someone who's very bouncy. So I think we're going to see a lot of that going back and forth.
And then Quentin predicted that he was going to find his back at some point and get that rear naked choke.
Got to close the distance.
Out of all the scrambles.
Yeah, like if you got to grapple, it means you got to get in close. But the weapons in order to get that distance is the lead leg kick, is the punch. He says he's been working on his boxing a lot, his jiu-jitsu too. Is it enough? I don't know. I mean, that's where it really comes into play. How well are you able to mix it all and be a true mixed martial artist? Because this isn't a karate fight. Even though he has international medals, this isn't a karate fight. You got to make it messy, and I think Quentin Camacho is a master at doing exactly that.
And that's what we want. Mucha más acción. I had no idea that Shane was out here already warmed up, throwing kicks, ready to go. I guess he's ready for you guys to ask some crazy questions about technique breakdown, because this is what you live for.
This is what I'm used to,
Fighttips.com.
but I'm just worried about like tearing a seam in these pants. I can't go higher than hip level. The flexibility is there. I don't know. These ain't those Chuck Norris action jeans.
We have our announcer, Beatrice, who's saving the day every day for Shane. She's got makeup for him and everything, so if he does rip his pants, we'll be there. But we're going to take a quick break and see you guys after this. Welcome back into Univision Studios, and we're getting ready to talk about the first female fight of the night. It is Maria Maldonado, undefeated fighter, 1-0, taking on Yannet Garcia, who is a girl who has over 25 Muay Thai fights, now undefeated in MMA as well, and they're ready to showcase those hands.
Yeah, Yannet has been dying to get back in and show what she's made of. She's multiple Muay Thai champion, brown belt in Jiu-Jitsu, world champion, like a perfectly well-rounded fighter. This is a fight and an athlete that you're really going to see like what a good mixed martial artist looks like, going up against Maria Maldonado, who I feel like, dude, that last fight that we were here for against Frausto was like, it almost ended like a street fight. Remember, she was sitting up and she hit her with that uppercut while she was seated. Action-packed. I think this is going to be an excellent matchup.
It was her ability to recover. We cannot wait to know a little bit more about these two fighters.
Soy María Maldonado y soy de Querétaro. Para mí representar a México es un orgullo, me da mucha fuerza ya que los mexicanos siempre hemos sido muy buenos guerreros arriba de la jaula. Fue contra Valeria Frausto, igual mexicana. No fue fácil, pero tampoco fue difícil. Surgieron algunas cosas que ya teníamos previstas que iban a surgir, pudimos salir y terminar el combate por nocaut en el segundo asalto.
My name is Janet Garcia, and I am from San Jose, California. For me, representing Mexico just means the world to me, right? I am an immigrant, and I came from immigrant parents. I am going out there representing all the immigrant families that are right now going through so much. I come from a Muay Thai background, so I feel like my first fight was very Muay Thai focused, right? And then I can think like throughout my fights, you can see that progression. I've actually become like a full MMA fighter now. So now that I'm like stepping into the cage again, I'm like, I call myself a real MMA fighter because I can go to the ground, I can take you down, I can do anything.
Voy contra Yannet García, sé que es una peleadora muy fuerte, muy agresiva y con un estilo de pelea en el striking muy bueno. Yo también tengo un estilo muy bueno y pues va a ser una guerra total entre ella y yo.
What I know from her is that she does have a reach advantage over me. I think she's like 5'4" or something like that. I know she's a striker too, and she's from Mexico, so I know we're both gonna bring like the heat. And I'm just gonna go in there and give all my heart out when I'm in the jaula.
Yo voy a ganar, yo vengo a ganar y pues va a significar mucho en mi carrera, en todo. Creo que va a ser un gran paso el que yo gane esta pelea.
Guaranteed to bring the action are those two ladies. I'm so excited that Mexican blood running through their veins is about to show out. Hopefully not too much on the white canvas, but I mean, if so, I'm sure a lot of people won't be complaining.
Exactly. I think this is really going to be another scrappy fight. Both of them have a lot to prove. Yanit, the difference between Muay Thai and MMA, for the most part, is besides the takedowns in the jiu-jitsu, is the small gloves. Now, one thing that you can't do in Muay Thai or in MMA is just hard shell, because those small gloves are going to thread through the guard and land. The thing is about Yanit's style is she doesn't really defend. She comes in aggressive. She comes in hot. She looks for the finish. Maria Maldonado, obviously super tough. She showed in her last match how she weathered the storm, and she came back in the second round and got that finish. So this is going to be an excellent, excellent fight.
It's definitely her ability to weather the storm. And when we look at her amateur record, she had 4 wins in a row, then 3 losses. And then you're jumping straight into the pros. That mentality just showcases how strong she is as a fighter.
Yeah, and that's what a fighter does, like a true fighter. People can sit at home and talk crap all they want in the comment section, but to come back even after taking a loss, a second loss, a third loss, like you can't stop someone who doesn't give up. And she is the living embodiment of that.
So my question for you now is, how many levels above Stephanie Frausto, Maria Maldonado's last opponent, do you feel like Yanit Garcia is? Because with over 25 Muay Thai fights, I feel like that is eons of experience.
I got to agree with you there. I think she definitely has the edge on the feet, but I also think she might have the edge on the ground too. Thing is, anything could happen in a fight. So does Maria find a way to find a win? Does she take her to the distance? Does she try to weather the storm like she normally does? Or does she find a knockout? I don't know. I'm leaning towards Yanit in this fight.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say the betting odds would probably be leaning Yanet's way, but we've seen some crazy upsets happen here. And I know a lot of people at home are going to be losing their mind, especially in Mexico, Querétaro as well. So we are definitely going to be having a lot of action. Yeah. I know you had your pick, but how do you think it happens?
I'm not good at doing predictions. I don't like to do it. You put me on the spot, though. I'm going to say this fight goes the distance. I'm going to say it's very back and forth. I think that Yanit has a lot of pressure since she hasn't been in there in some time. I feel like she has a lot to prove. And when you have that added pressure, you tend to go a little hard early, and then you start to fade. And then we've noticed that Maria Maldonado is really good, like we said, at weathering the storm. If she can drag Yanit into deep waters, maybe the end of round 2, round 3, she starts to pick it up, would be a great strategy going into this, and she could pull off the upset.
Mucha más acción. I know the atomweights always bring the action, but the welterweights is probably one of the most entertaining divisions in Combate Global. So here's a little bit more about them.
Mi nombre es Iván Choco Castillo y vengo de Ensenada, Baja California, México. Lo que se destaca de un mexicano es el hambre y el corazón y las ganas que le ponemos a cada entrenamiento, a cada pelea, siempre lo damos todo. En realidad el MMA me ha dado todo, tanto económicamente como mentalmente. Creo que el MMA es mi vida, ¿no? No me imagino retirarme ahorita.
My name is Jaden Ortega and I'm from Spokane, Washington. So that first fight with Jimbo Pace, it was good, very efficient, but just a little bit more conservative. And so I think now I'm able to use that offensive skill a little bit more and be more aggressive towards my opponents. I'm gonna bring some flash, a little bit of jab, a 2, flying knee, or anything that's gonna hit him is gonna hurt him. So he should expect some pretty hard hits.
Pues mi extra sería la experiencia y creo que el cardio es un superpoder, así lo llamo yo. Creo que va a ser una pelea de choque y pues va a ganar el que presione más y el que aguante más.
Just to keep the undefeated record. So not only win, but do it in a flashy fashion. I want to be able to book the next main event. I believe I'm told it's Mexico City, and that's actually on my birthday, September 18th. It'd be pretty cool to headline that card too. So I feel like with the first round finish in this fight, I'd be able to get that next opportunity.
Todas mis armas van a ir en esta pelea. Espero que Jaden esté preparado, porque creo que nunca he peleado con alguien tan experimentado como yo.
A lot of people are looking forward to this fight as one of their favorites. I gotta get your opinion. Jaden Ortega, he's already looking ahead to September 18th. It's gonna be his birthday that day. He wants another fight. He thinks this is gonna be an easy win for him. Does any of that make you feel like he might be looking past Ivan Castillo?
I mean, anytime people start to talk about that, that's what you have to wonder, right? Am I looking past my opponent? And Ivan Castillo is not someone you want to look past. Very heavy-handed. When he lands those shots, it looks like it steals people's soul a little bit. And then when people get hit with a heavy shot, what do? They usually shoot the takedown. The thing is, he's got excellent takedown defense. So if Jaden gets hit with a shot and goes for the takedown but can't get it, now this is where it becomes that like high-level chess match. Jaden's really good in the clinch. So then does it become a clinch match? Like, this is why I love MMA. I could talk about this all day.
I do like Jaden's manifestation powers. I mean, being the headliner on your birthday in the city of Mexico, that is pretty boss. Yeah. But Ivan Choco Castillo, he said that he doesn't think Jaden has ever faced someone with his type of experience. But on the other side of that, he has quite a few losses. And Jaden said that fight IQ might not exactly be there.
I mean, it's going to be there. When you got 40 fights under your belt, 40, that's a lot of experience, right? And how many minutes is that you've spent in there dealing with the nerves, dealing with that adrenaline rush? Although I will say it seemed that Jaden Ortega didn't seem at all nervous. I talked to him backstage yesterday at the weigh-ins. He was playing some psychological games with Ivan Castillo, and it seemed to get under his skin a little bit. It looked like he had a little bit of a nervous smile on his face there. So I think he won round 0. But what happens when they actually start throwing punches, throwing kicks, get pushed up against the cage in La Hala? That's when we're going to see who the real winner is.
And I know you've seen the evolution from the Jimmy Pace fight to the Marcus Llorera first-round knockout. What could you say about the differences you saw in Jaden's game just in the small time that he had between fights?
Yeah, I mean, he's super slick, but he's getting more calculated. His footwork is a little bit more balanced. I really like his head movement. He does a really good job of slipping the right hand, following up with a lead uppercut, rear hand, which, like, landing uppercuts is super hard, but he finds a way to close the distance because he's not afraid of getting hit. And then and he's so agile, he's so athletic. He rips head kicks from out of nowhere. He throws flying knees from within the clinch. He's super athletic. Is it enough against the experienced Castillo? We'll find out.
Yes, and this is Ensenada versus Spokane, Washington. That is going to be a great one. We cannot wait for it. Alex Wendling, Shane Faison, we'll be right back. It is getting very hype in here, ready to go. The beautiful shot of La Jaula. It is going to be an amazing night. I'm feeling a lot of finishing energy.
I do too. Yeah, it got loud in here for a second there. I almost couldn't hear you. Yeah, we got excellent strikers and excellent mixed martial artists. Some really good boxing. And like I said, with those small gloves, all it takes is one punch, connect on the chin, and it's lights out.
The thing I love about Combate Global, it's all about mucha más acción. So even the referees, if things get a little bit stagnant on the cage, they break them apart and make them go at it again.
Yeah, box, fight. Yeah, and that's exactly what we're going to see here. And then this main event coming up is just, I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's boxer against someone who wants to prove that they're a better boxer in Hannah Broviskov. I see we got people in the chat shouting out Hannah. We got Christina. We got Alden Perez saying my vote's on Yanet for this card. We got people shouting out Ortega. Keep dropping comments down there in the chat. We'll shout you guys out.
Yeah, and we did see someone that says, let's get those likes up. So yes, let's do that so we can get this content out to other MMA nerds out there because we all want to watch fights. On a Thursday, you don't get a lot of opportunity for that.
I know. How cool is that? Thursday night, what are we normally doing? Let's watch Mucho Más Acción. Let's watch some Combate Global. Let's do it together, too. And I want to hear, like, we're going to be asking you guys what you think, what you would provide as advice if you were in the corner for these fighters. What would you be telling them? How would you get them to improve into the next round? You know how I always like to say the beginning of the second round is my favorite part of any fight because how does the fighter adjust? How do they make the adjustments from the first fight going into the second fight or into the second round? And usually that's one of the biggest changes that we see because then the fight can flip.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have a lot of technicalities to look at when it comes to Hannah Broviskov versus Kenya Enriquez. Let's learn a little bit more about the stories of their fight game.
Kenya Enriquez, la reina mexicana de Tijuana, Baja California. Fue un debut soñado, una plataforma interesante e importante. También el hecho de debutar en una cartelera de mujeres fue muy inspirador. Demostré lucha en la pelea pasada, ahora hice competencia de Jiu-Jitsu y estuve trabajando más el suelo y sobre todo enfocándome en no nada más utilizar mi arma más potente que es el box, sino también lucir con nuevas herramientas y habilidades que desarrollé.
My name is Hannah Brobiskov and I'm from Everett, Washington. I had no plans on actually being a pro fighter or even fighting. I just mostly did it to get in shape. And I just really fell in love with it. I would say I'm mostly a striker, but within the last year I've been working a lot on wrestling and grappling. So I'm very confident in those now, but striking is normally my go-to.
Mi oponente es de Estados Unidos, ya debutó en una liga importante como lo es LFA, se llevó una derrota, entonces eso me hace pensar que viene con mucha hambre de triunfo, que está dedicada, pero la verdad que sé que no hay nadie que se dedique más que yo a esto. Desayuno, como y ceno artes marciales.
She's obviously an excellent boxer, very fast, very hard punches. But I don't know how much experience she has in grappling and wrestling, so I do think that I will have more skills in that area.
Sé que estoy mejorando constantemente y no hay nadie que me detenga, y menos ella.
Kenya Enriquez said that there is no one more dedicated than her when it comes to this sport. And when you have a 28-1 record in boxing, you better believe it.
Yeah, and you learn a certain work ethic when you are in the boxing gym and you're hard sparring all the time. Like you kind of get numb to getting hit in the head. That was one thing that I always tell people too. Like when they get hit in the face, their nose, I'm like, you don't feel that anymore. Body shots you feel, but she's got a really good jab cross. She's got really good ring generalship or La Jaula generalship, which means she's not always going to be moving forward necessarily. She may not be the aggressor, but she'll step back. She'll invite her opponent in, and then as you step in to close the distance, you're running into that 1-2. Now, you got Hannah Brobiskov, who says maybe her boxing's not on the level, but doesn't mean she's not a dangerous puncher. She's got a really good check hook right hand, and I could see her catching her. I mean, anything could happen, but will she rely on the grappling? Will she rely on the takedown? That's what we'll see.
Yeah, and we saw in Kenya Enriquez's last fight, she got to experience what it was like to have a brown belt on her back, and she weathered the storm, didn't get submitted when there was an opportunity there for something to happen.
Yeah, what did you see? I'm curious, too, because she seemed to have some pretty good submission defense where she was fighting the hands a lot. I would have liked to see her maybe push the leg down, climb over top, and get the hooks out. But like still enough, like you said, from a brown belt, did a good enough job. Will Hannah be able to use her grappling? Is her grappling good enough to actually submit someone like Kenya Enriquez? What do you think?
And it almost seemed like there was a little bit of mind games because I do think Hannah obviously believes in her striking as well. And she said, oh yeah, I'm planning on keeping it on the feet, but would you really try to keep it on the feet for too long against someone like Kenya Enriquez?
I mean, like I said, we don't know until it actually happens. With the small gloves, maybe it's a little different type of boxing. It's not as much like catch and go as much as it is, like I said earlier, with intercepting shots. If I can thread the needle because my gloves are a little bit smaller, and all it takes is one because of the smaller ounce gloves.
I love it. We are so ready for all the action. It is on Samsung TV, YouTube, live and free. Shane Faison calling the action. I'm Alex Wendling. We'll see you there.
Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un Combate Global.
The crowd is on their feet. We are in Miami. The energy is high. It is Combate Global. And we are ready for mucha más acción, starting off in the featherweight division. My name's Alex Wendling. That's Shane Faison. Shayna, how you doing?
Dude, I can't, finally, it's here. I've been waiting all week for this. I'm so hyped up right now, and we have got such a good fight lined up. We got tons of good fights lined up, but I'm telling you right now, this first fight is going to be bonkers. I'm telling you.
And we got space to move around. They know that Miami, they have some nice clubs out here, so we get to pregame a little bit. Just off of the high of fighting, though. Shane, I know you love that.
I'm just so pumped up right now. I feel in my element too. I'm so used to filming standing up. Sitting at the desk was nice. I felt like a professional, but now I can throw some kicks. I can throw some punches. We could talk tutorials and strategies and break it down, Alex and I'm pumped, man.
It's definitely going to be a night to remember. The new format of the English broadcast for Combate Global. If you guys are in the live chat, make sure you stay engaged because that helps push this content out to other MMA fans that love supporting Latina MMA. So we're so happy that you guys are here. Again, it is going to be a big night of fights. And in that main event, Kenya Enriquez versus Hannah Broviskov. That is about to be a technical chess match.
It's a perfect transition right there that you said that, because the theme of the night, I have a feeling, is going to be really good boxing. Really good boxing in MMA. It's one of my favorite things to see. We're going to see really good body shots. We're going to see knockdowns. We're going to see knockouts with small gloves. Ooh, mucho más acción, baby. Let's get it.
I love it, and I love how there's a lot of pressure on some of these fighters who have undefeated records. For instance, Jonathan Bargos, he is 3-0. We have a classic Chile versus Mexico showdown against Reyes, who is also going to bring in that boxing pedigree. So we know we're going to see a lot of action on the feet in the featherweights of Combate Global. Always bring the action.
I'm telling you, Alex, that's going to be Fight of the Year candidate right there. Then we got Adrian Martinez against Quentin No Ordinary Cowboy Camacho. We got the karate-style fighter in Martinez, who's bouncy and long and kicks, against the aggressive, calculated pressure of Camacho. Going to be a really good one there.
And then the fight that I am most excited for, just because I am such a fan of the woman of Combate Global. It is Maria Maldonado of Querétaro taking on Yanette Garcia, who is hungry to showcase what she has been working on. She stayed in during July 4th to train, so we know she's ready to showcase those skills.
So excited for that. So excited for this one, too. We got Jaden Ortega. This kid is a superstar in the making, going up against the experienced Ivan Castillo, who has 40 matches under his belt. So this is youth against experience. Really curious for that one.
And in the main event, we love to pay tribute to our female fighters. They are the headliners tonight: USA versus Mexico, and Hannah Broviskov versus Kenya Enriquez, a former WBC champ, 28-1. She is an absolute beast. Also representing Tijuana, Mexico, big supporter of La Loba, their friends as well, likely going to get some training in. This is a stacked card, and I know you've been here for quite some time, but how does this card stack up to some of the other ones we've seen?
There's something special about this one. I could feel it in the air. Well, obviously getting rid of the commentary desk, I like that. I'm a fan of that. But these fights, I'm telling you, absolutely stacked. Really good striking. Action-packed, back-to-back. Don't miss any of these, starting with this first one coming up. Toss it to Beatrice.
I'm Marcelo Reyes. I'm from Texas, Huasico, Texas. I started boxing first. I started boxing at 13. My dad took me to a boxing gym, and I fell in love with boxing. But then some MMA guys went to the gym, and MMA at the time was taking off. And it looked a lot cooler to me. I can realistically defend myself, and I liked it a lot more.
Mi nombre es Jonathan Nicolás Burgos Astudillo y soy de Santiago de Chile. Mi apodo es Robocop Astudillo y surgió por dos cosas, porque fui carabinero en Chile, que es policía, y por la resistencia a los golpes. Fue una decisión complicada, no es fácil abandonar muchos años de carrera como policía, pero tenía la convicción de que le iba a dar todo para lograr mi sueño, y gracias a Dios se está logrando. Para mí, representar a Chile es un orgullo, al máximo, y estoy muy feliz de hacerlo.
He's a killer. He's a killer. Don't get me wrong. He's a killer. Three fights, 3 KOs, but he hasn't fought one guy with a win. I'm trying to give my family something that they've never had. My dad would eat a tortilla with salt and lemon. I want to be able to give him the life he never had.
Por lo que sé, se especializa en boxeo. La pelea se va a desarrollar realmente como yo quiera. Yo soy muy bueno de pie y tengo muy buena lucha y jiu-jitsu, así que...
I saw him right now. He's a little macizo, but we'll see real quick. We'll see real quick where his gas tank's at, and we'll see who has more heart.
I can feel the energy in Univision Studios. These guys are ready to go. I saw them in the back, stoic, focused, and ready to do the job.
Yo, I love when a highlight is 90% body shots. You know this is going to be action. Some of those body shots that both of those dudes were ripping in the last match, like I said, echoed in La Hala. So I'm telling you, watch this fight. Don't miss this one, because this one is going to be epic.
And our favorite person in the world is going to get us started, Beatrice Gales.
Entrando a la jaula, Jonathan Burgos.
Jonathan Burgos, 3-0, repping Chile. We know that Combate Global has some amazing fans but for whatever reason, the Chilean fans go crazy for their countrymen, and he's ready to showcase some beautiful boxing.
Absolutely, and he's like a great poster child because he's got some beautiful striking, great mixed martial arts, one of my favorite styles, honestly, ever.
His opponent, Marcelo Reyes.
Now this guy, he is tough as nails. And the last time we saw him, we were very impressed, and he says that he even wants more. That's why there's a quick comeback here. What are you expecting out of him?
Well, I talked to him yesterday. He said he's been watching Fight Tips for a really long time. He likes to study the game. He likes to learn the very minute details of striking and martial arts. And he's got really good boxing. He's got really good head kicks. He's game. He's athletic. He's tough as nails. He's got good wrestling. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape.
Let's see how these guys stack up. It is Jonathan Burgos, 30 years old, 5 years older than Marcelo Reyes, 5'6" to 5'7", and the reach is identical. So we're going to be seeing some action between these two. Beatrice is going to get us started.
Y arrancamos con mucha más acción, las reglas de la jaula. 3 vueltas de 5 minutos, 3 jueces, utilizando el sistema de 10 puntos. Este duelo en la división peso pluma de SBAO. In the featherweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Mark Streisand, Armando Álvarez y Dorian Mirasola. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un Combate Global. Presentando la esquina azul in the blue corner, wearing red, vestido de rojo, su peso oficial 145.8 libras, official weight 145.8 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicto como profesional con 3 victorias tonight. He enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 3 victories. Desde Santiago de Chile, Jonathan Presentando la esquina roja in the red corner, wearing green, vestido de verde, su peso oficial 144 libras y tip de scale at 144 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula con 2 victorias y 1 derrota tonight. He enters la jaula with 2 victories and 1 defeat. From Edinburgh, Texas, Marcelo Reyes. El referee, Marcos Pérez de Panamá.
Ok, vengan hacia el centro. Ok. Ya conocen las reglas, quiero una pelea limpia, ok. Sigan mi comando en todo momento, choquen en guantes si quieren. Ok, a su esquina.
Tell me what you think about the difference in energy. We got bouncy Marcelo Reyes, and then we got a little bit of stoic, calm Jonathan Burgos.
Yo, I'm nervous right now. I'm so excited for this matchup. Okay. Marcelo Reyes just gave me a thumbs up right as he was being announced. Gave me a little wink. He looks like he's flowing. His head movement is already there. He's switching stances, and here we go. Takes the center of La Jaula. Staying just outside of range, right? 1 step away, a punch, a kick could land, and right there, each fighter lands 1 of each, followed by a calf kick.
And they're going to start exchanging those low kicks right off the bat, likely because they respect each other's boxing, so they want to be able to immobilize them a little bit.
Exactly, yeah, you want to slow them down. Right, you need connection to the floor for your balance, for that power. Turning the hips, turning the shoulders, moving your feet, creating angles, creating distance. Super technical. I love all the kicks here. They know they're both boxers. Why just rely on your boxing when you could start to shut that down with some of those kicks?
And the last time we saw Burgos, it was the first time that he had ever competed in the United States. But now it's probably starting to feel like familiar territory. For a second, it looked like he was going front headlock, but the takedown from Marcelo Reyes straight into side control.
Beautiful, beautiful work. I think what happened was he felt that calf kick. It seemed to disrupt him a little bit and said, you know what, screw this. I'm shooting for that takedown. I'm going to take him where I'm comfortable. Can't throw calf kicks when you're on your back, but look at this quick scramble. Right back to the feet. I told you it's going to be a good one, Alex.
You would think when he had them in side control that it would be a quick move to mount, ground and pound, but man, Jonathan Burgos was ready to escape that. Now letting some knees fly.
Yeah, last fight, he only got to showcase his striking. There wasn't much grappling.
And we got a packed house in here tonight. Everyone is just rubbernecking to see the action that's going inside La Jaula. And every time they're up against a cage, I always think about what your piece of advice is looking through them.
Yeah, exactly. And you're seeing that from Burgos here in red. He's getting that better head positioning. Now he's digging for the underhook, and they separate. Now here we go. Ready? Good jab, slip. He catches him. He's on top of him. He's looking for the finish.
Oh, my God.
Can Burgos recover? Beautiful slip into that left-right combination. Look at the calm, relax. He's catching his pressure, locking him up, giving him a chance to get his wits about him. In half guard now. Now this is important. Marcelo's got to stay calm here. I like that he's continuing to attack the body. He's investing, trying to get him a little bit more tired, but not overexerting. Because if Burgos is able to recover here, we still got 2 more rounds of action.
And you see Jonathan Burgos trying to close that distance, so there's no opportunity for the ground and pound here.
Doing a good job, tying up the arms, keeping his posture broken. Now he's hip escaping, trying to create some distance. He's going to get full guard.
It was a flurry of strikes. I didn't get to see which one dropped him, did you?
It looked like he slipped the right hand, threw a left to the body, and I believe it was the right hand over top. It happened so quick, but that's what it looked like to me.
His overhand rights are so strong. We've seen that time and time again. And now we're getting to see Jonathan Burgos, what he can do from the guard. With 1 minute and 54 seconds to go.
This is good. This is really good strategy from both fighters. Neither one of them want to overexert and get tired because they know they respect their opponent. Burgos is still trying to recover here. Who knows if he even remembers what happened, right? You get hit with a big shot like that. Oftentimes after the fight, you go, what happened? I don't remember anything after getting hit. Oh, good elbow from his back, though. I love that. Something like that could cut someone open right on the brow, above the eye. Back to the feet. Oh, let's do this. No glove touch. No, let's work.
Now let us know if you're watching from home. What are you liking so far?
Again, tries the same combination. A little bit of desperation here from Burgos. Doesn't look totally back in his element just yet. Heavy calf kick. Looks like it might have been shin-on-shin contact, which isn't going to have the effect that you're looking for as much as if you were to touch the muscle or the perineal nerve.
40 seconds left to go.
And he returns one himself. Really smart move.
If you were in the corner of Jonathan Burgos, what would you say?
Honestly, I would just try to calm him down. I would make sure that his breathing was under control, get his heart rate down, and then you got to try to see how much does he remember. Maybe ask him a quick math equation, see if he's got his wits about him, because you don't want to overwhelm him with too much information, because then you're not going to get the result you're looking for. Good counter left, yeah, beautiful. 10 seconds left. Oh, I'm hyped up. Bit of a wind-up on that high kick there. Anything here in the last couple seconds? Counter shot, beautiful finish.
Listo. Okay, está listo, combate.
Second round underway. Definitely a fiery one in the first. Which one did you have it for?
Definitely got to give that to Marcelo Reyes for that knockdown. Got on top, landed some damage.
And what adjustments do you think we're going to be seeing from Burgos?
I thought we were going to see a little bit more movement, but there still seems to be some stagnation. Now, right as I say that, he starts to move his feet a little bit more.
I love the way Marcelo's just stalking him nonstop.
Yeah, look, he lands a heavy right hand, followed by left hook. And then times the striking perfect, gets underneath of the boxing, attacks that single leg.
And this bout is at featherweight, but Marcelo has said he believes he could be champ at 135. But he's even able to showcase a lot of power and strength at this weight.
Look at the size of his back and his legs. Just really strong. Look, tree trunk legs. Good takedown defense. Gets his back off the cage, does Burgos. Back to the striking. This is what everyone loves to see. Burgos has got to be... Excellent. Sets it up with a beautiful feint, fakes the knee, follows up with that right hand, walks into it. I was just going to say, we need to see a little bit more feints.
Uh-oh.
A little bit of taunting.
Starting to get a little bit of theatric here.
Marcelo does that. He's a showman. He'll bang his hands together. He'll say, what's up? Come on, let's go. We're fighting.
And Marcelo Reyes said in his interview that he's not going to get tired. He's been training for these moments his whole life.
No,
so he's ready to take it to deep water.
He's fighting a really smart fight. He's still pacing himself correctly, but man, he's landed some heavy shots on Burgos. It does seem like he might be hurt here, Burgos.
Yeah, someone in the corner said he's hurt.
Yeah. I love that, though. He's hitting that switch step into that right hook. Shout out to my coach, Bob Peets. That's one of his favorite setups there. Oh, but he gets caught with the body shot. Heavy body shot, too. That's working really well for him. You see that, Alex? He keeps lifting up the left leg, getting the reaction from Marcelo, and then he'll step in. He'll close the distance by stepping in. Good left hook from Burgos. But Marcelo's his game. He says, what's up? And he lands a double body shot.
Yeah, and you have to be so fearless to just get in the pocket and throw like that.
That's a really good point. I'm glad you brought that up because body shot, anytime I throw a body shot, my head is inherently open to getting countered. The thing is, when you throw a punch to the head, your body's open.
Do you think the confidence comes from him knowing now that he's a little bit hurt? We heard it in the corner, so maybe that's giving him the confidence.
Absolutely. I mean, he caught him with a good shot. He put him down. Anyone could have got caught. But I think that gave him a boost of confidence. He felt his power. He knows what he's capable of. He also ate some shots and go, I can handle that.
Marcos Perez keeping a close eye on the action here.
Here's the thing. Burgos is always dangerous.
And we got the look from the referee cam. They're really both starting to let it fly, but it looks like Marcelo is really just letting it go to the body.
I'm telling you, man. And it's a great strategy because then it starts to open up shots like that to the head as he ties up. Burgos is trying to stall him a little bit here. He's feeling it. Look, it looks like he's a little
How are you guys
dazed.
feeling in the live chat?
Yeah, what do we got? We got tuned in right now. What do you think about this format? You like the format? We got some Gen Z language. I don't even know what that means, for real, for real.
Exchanging knees.
So
and Marcelo with one underhook.
This is a good position. This is kind of a stalemate here. It's a transition period where both fighters are kind of catching their breath, scoring some chipping elbows and body shots. Nothing that's done a ton of damage, but a knee like that, we're getting a great view from the ref cam there.
In just under a minute in the second round. Oh!
Heavy body shot with an overhand right lands. Beautiful flurry, disengages. Marcelo is on fire tonight, follows up with a calf kick.
I love how we're starting off the night with this fight.
I told you. I'm pumped. He's flowing. He's vibing. I love the strategy. Go to the body, finish upstairs to the head. Wow, mixing in the calf kicks. Heavy shot, lands in that. He's in. Wow!
Marcelo Reyes just knocked out Jonathan.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. First things first, fighter safety. Just want to say, hopefully, Jonathan Burgos was okay. That was a really heavy right hand.
What did y'all think of that? Fight is going crazy. Repeat.
Jeez.
It's the overhand right, yo.
Oh my God, Alex, I'm telling you. And it was the left, both shots landed.
Oh my gosh,
both
if
the
that
left
didn't
hook and
land,
the right
it would have
hand.
been the hook. If that...
Look at this. Bounced in, bounced out, and then, oh my God, tried to finish with that left hook too, for good measure.
Let's see how he's doing. Oh, wow. He's going to definitely need a moment.
Yeah.
On top of the cage, Marcelo Reyes.
Ooh.
Marcelo has an amazing story. And that's why he fights with such passion. Because he talks about trauma within his family, and there's just so much passion that he fights with that we saw.
Both these athletes look nothing but respect from Marcelo, checking in, making sure that his opponent is okay. Burgos now seated. Thank goodness he's okay. And here comes Marcelo.
Have you ever been knocked out like that?
Not like that. I've had flash knockdowns where I hit the ground and forgot if I had health insurance or not, and I called my wife 3 times, and she said, "You called me twice already. I'm on my way." So I've had that. I know that feeling for sure.
That is something serious. Well, we're going to check up on Jonathan Burgos, and we'll take a quick break, but there's mucha más acción on the way. We have people in the live chat saying that could have been a double knockout because they were just throwing, but man, Marcelo Reyes got it done.
Yeah, I think Marcelo, since that first knockdown in round 1, just was one step ahead, and thank goodness we're able to see Jonathan Burgos up to his feet. Combate Global. We care deeply about fighter safety, fighters' health.
Wow. Chile versus Mexico always delivers here at Combate Global. Shane, walk us through this.
Notice how there was that retreating step and bounced right back in. And as Burgos thought, okay, it's my turn to step in and throw a punch, just as the chat pointed out, they both were throwing. And it's right here. Watch this moment. Step out, step in. Left hook lands, right hook lands. And if Burgos was still standing, I think it would have been a third left hook that landed.
That is an incredible finish. Beatriz Callas is going to get us with our official decision.
El tiempo oficial, 4 minutos y 29 segundos del round número 2. The official time, 4 minutes and 29 seconds of round number 2. And the winner by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, Marcelo Reyes.
We got people on their feet in Univision Studios tonight, and they are greeting each other. I mean, wow, after a crazy finish like that, we got our matchmaker, Tony, in there ready to congratulate Marcelo Reyes because what a performance.
Yeah, an emotional Marcelo Reyes, and for good reason. He was saying how he knows Jonathan Burgos is a killer. He said, no doubt, this dude's a super tough opponent. And man, I didn't know how this one was going to play out. I knew it was going to be a good fight. I didn't think it was going to be a finish like that, though. Wow.
Absolutely vicious. The perfect way to start the night. But we know that the careers of both these guys is going to go so far. A great takedown and into side control, and then plenty more action.
Yeah, he had that high crotch, took him down, showed that he's not just a boxer, that he's got more than just calf kicks and hands. He's got takedown, he's got good ground control. But look, there's that calf kick there. He sets everything up. Attacks the legs, attacks the body, can eat a good shot too. But here it is, steps back, was dishing it, threatening the takedown. All these things you got to be wary of.
He's just looking so fluid.
Yeah, that's what it is. He was flowing from when they were announcing his name, right? He was switching his stance, he was rolling his head. He's giving us thumbs up here at the I was going to say commentary booth. We don't have a booth anymore. But this was a war back and forth. Jonathan Burgos, super tough. Marcelo Reyes, just the better man tonight.
Here we go, that knockout.
Absolutely
incredible. Maybe one of the best we've seen in Combate Global history. That is going to be in the history books for sure.
I was going to say, please put that in all the highlights. That is a beautiful knockout.
Oh, it's going to go absolutely viral on TikTok. And up next, we have a great one. Adrian Joe Martinez. He is getting ready. He is the karate protege. He's going to be taking on the cowboy himself, Quentin Camacho. We cannot wait to see how this lightweight action goes down. Shane, you ready?
I'm so pumped up right now. I was going to throw a high kick. I'm just worried about splitting the seams in my jump.
We'll be back after the break. Up next, we have a lot of action coming your way. It is Adrian Martinez taking on Quentin Camacho. A lot of people are very stoked about this one. We have the Spar Star Fighter of 2023 taking on the karate prodigy.
Yeah, this is excellent. I mean, the first match was very similar styles in that they were both really good boxers. This is two very different styles, so I'm really excited for this one to see that karate style versus someone who's going to be a little bit more. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Can you do it in them heels?
These. I'm the jiu-jitsu nerd, so
we got the
y'all want to get my
in and out
heels
movement.
in this because I'm wearing them.
There we go.
Shane tried to convince me to not wear heels, and I'm like, Shane, I'm gonna be tall on this.
We're gonna be standing for 3 hours.
I'm gonna be tall.
But this is, I mean, the life of a beautiful woman. She's got to be in the heels at all times. You're used to this, right?
We got to show out. And now we have this lightweights to learn about because we have a lot of action. Here's a little bit more about Quentin Cowboy and also Adrian Joe Martinez.
My name is Quentin Camacho, and I'm from Whittier, California. After my first 2 MMA fights, I started getting finishes. I started getting a lot of buzz and a lot of support from my community. I saw that this was something that I could probably take further, so I decided to go pro. As far as my movement, I like to drive forward and really grind people out, especially in the pro circuit. 5-minute rounds gives me a lot of time to work, a lot of benefit from my cardio as well.
Mi nombre es Adrián Martínez y soy de Ensenada, Baja California, México. Representar a México en combate para mí es algo muy importante, es un paso más en mi carrera. Pues yo empecé a entrenar karate desde muy chico, empecé a los 3 años de edad. Empecé a ir destacando, y fui a eventos nacionales, destaqué y luego de ahí empecé a entrenar jiu-jitsu. De ahí empecé a agregar boxeo, el último año agregué lucha completamente. El MMA me ha dado más enfoque, más concentración, más camino también.
This one, I know he's a kickboxer, you know, that wide open stance is something that I haven't seen before in my fighting career. So just bringing in some karate guys and some taekwondo stuff, looking for those head kicks. I know he switches stance a lot, really dynamic. And then of course the cardio, just a lot of running.
Lo que sé mi oponente es, pues lleva 2 victorias. Peleó con un compañero de Ensenada. Creo que se lleva muy bien con el mío, él va hacia adelante, a mí me gusta ir hacia adelante también. Y va a ser un choque. Entonces sé que va a ser una gran pelea.
In this fight you could expect a finish from me. I'm looking for a first or second round finish. I think I've shown that I'm very durable and also a very technical fighter, so I'll be able to nullify any of his advances. I think he's going to give up his back, and I think I'm going to end up with a choke.
Adrian Joe Martinez versus Quentin Camacho. That promises the action, and we're going to have Beatriz Callas get us set up for what could be the fight of the night. After the action that we saw, it could be tough.
I know. Let's say
I don't know. The energy in here is real. And we definitely are going to see some crazy things. So, Shane, I'm happy to be here side by side.
Spin kicks. Let's take it to Beatriz.
Entrando a la jaula, Adrián Martínez.
Adrian Joe Martinez, he is ready to go, representing that Mexican flag. Tell me, what is it about the karateka style that you like in an MMA format?
I like the agility. I like the ability to close distance quick or retreat and create distance. I like the dexterity in the hips and in the legs to flash a quick high kick with that lead leg. Oftentimes we see kicks being thrown with the rear leg, but a good karateka is good with both. Flash it, throw it just like it's a punch. You can rip the spin kicks. We're going to pass it off to Beatriz Callas.
His opponent, Quentin Camacho.
Quentin Cowboy Camacho, as he should be in his cowboy hat. He's representing Tillis BJJ, but he is confident all over. And he's ready to show out that SoCal Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, he is no ordinary cowboy. I really like this kid's style. He's someone who seems like he enjoys fighting. He's like a man possessed in there. When he gets hit, he seems to come back stronger and stronger. And I see we got people in the chat shouting out from Whittier, training out there just south of LA. Brendan, I see you in the chat there. Keep the comments coming. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. We got Adrian Martinez, 24 years old, against Quentin Camacho's 27. Height is given to Camacho, who's a couple inches taller, a little bit of a longer reach. And we're going to hand it off now to Beatriz Callas.
Continuamos con mucha más acción este duelo. En la división peso ligero, we continue with much more action this bout. In the lightweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Jonathan Lane, Mark Streisand, and Armando Álvarez. Presentando la esquina azul in the blue corner, wearing black, vestido de negro. Su peso oficial, 158.8 libras. His official weight, 158.8 pounds. Con un récord profesional de una derrota. With a pro record, 1 defeat. De Ensenada, Baja California, Adrián Joe Martínez. Presentando la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing white, vestido de blanco. Su peso oficial, 159 libras. He tipped the scale with 159 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicto con 2 victorias tonight. He enters la jaula with 2 victories. From Whittier, California, Quentin, no ordinary cowboy, Camacho. El referee, Ramón Ramos.
Hey guys.
Come here. We went over the rules in the dressing room, all right? You want to pregunta? No questions, right? God bless. Shake hands. Respect. All the way back until we're ready, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
You know that these guys have to get good warm-ups in because it's freaking cold in here. There's nothing worse than getting ready to fight for your life. But look at them. They have no shirts on, just shorts.
Now watch how quickly Adrian comes out, takes center of La Jaula. Ready? And watch for the kicks. Because all it takes is one kick. It's hard to see it coming because it travels under the eye line.
Ooh, and a little bit of switch stance already.
Yeah.
When it comes to the switch stance, what about that throws you off? You just don't know which strikes are coming from where.
It depends. It depends on who you're talking about here. If you have
Watch
a style,
I
almost throw him right out of the La Jaula. A little bit of dominance being shown here from Quentin Camacho early, and this is where he wants to be. It was calculated pressure that prevented Adrian from firing off his kicks. Now he's in a spot where he doesn't want to be. Now we're really going to see how is his cage wrestling, how's his takedown defense, how's his clinch. But look, there's the good head positioning there.
And this is definitely a similar scenario that we saw in his last fight against Gabriel Ortega that went the full distance. And when you go to the full distance, that gives you the confidence that you can take things into deep waters and immediately putting that pressure.
Exactly, yeah. Looks like Adrian's trying to frame with his shin here and push out. But look as Quentin starts to cut this angle. Looks like he's going high crotch.
And he gets it!
Gets it. Whoa. Almost with ease, too. Now, as a karateka, not where you want to be is on your back right here. Let's see how his jiu-jitsu is. Let's see how his scrambles are. Looks like he's conceding a little bit. Looks like he wants to stay here. He's on one hip. He's got half guard. Doesn't seem to have much urgency to get back to his feet. He's looking for the triangle. No, doesn't have it.
Didn't have it. Shot it up.
Super calm and collected is Quentin Camacho.
We're going to have to get a replay of that takedown for sure because that was beautiful work.
Backhand slap there.
Don't grab the cage.
Oh, heavy right hand lands.
How often do you think MMA fighters practice this exact moment?
That's a really good question. Probably not enough.
Yeah,
Probably
right?
not enough. Yeah. Actually, I love Alex. You're sharp, man. You don't get enough credit.
I'm getting ready to do some coaching, help you guys out. At least learn
Come
off
out
the
to
sidelines.
Beacon. Come
Make
out and
some
train with us.
suggestions out here.
Yeah. You don't get enough credit. And then you get all the hate from the comments just because you're a woman. It's crazy. It ain't fair, I tell you. It ain't fair.
But they don't say it to my face,
Nah,
y'all.
of course they don't.
And they would never say anything to Quentin Camacho's face either because they know what's up. He's immediately moving into mount. He said that this is what he wants to do. Pressure, pressure, pressure. And we're seeing that right here.
This looks to be like an easy fight for him so far. And look, he's already got both hooks in. Takes the back.
This is exactly what he
flattens
predicted.
him out.
Back. Good job.
He's going to soften him up with some punches.
If he gets this, we are going to be able to splice together his interview, basically talking about how he was going to get a rear naked choke in the first round.
He's going body triangle with his legs here. Yeah, I think this is the beginning of the end here.
Yeah, that is definitely a tough
He might even just get he's going to get a neck crank on him, isn't he? Ooh, that's painful. And here comes the tap. He's already winding up. No, he fights through, Adrian.
He's definitely tough, but now he's under the
now
neck.
it's under the chin. Yeah. That's a tap, man. That kid
Quentin Camacho
that kid is
remains
special right
undefeated.
there. Made it look easy, too.
So
really
quick.
good. Wow. Look at him. Looks like he just woke up.
He's coming off of a rear naked choke win over there at Uriah Faber, another promotion, and now he gets it done. And it looks like he could be ready to go for the next card that we have.
Just going to say, bring him back. I want to see him fight again. I want to see more ring time from this kid.
We
Super
know
sharp.
the Spar Star fans over there in SoCal are losing their mind. Have you ever been to a Spar Star fight?
I have not. No.
Crazy energy. They fill
Insane.
up the entire. It depends on which location they have. Always amazing. Tony, the matchmaker from Combate Global, he puts those shows on, and they are amazing. And it really helps get some of the best fighters here at Combate Global on the biggest stage.
Wow, I got some swelling here. Didn't even see anything land. Tony, you got to hit me up. I want to come out to one of those.
I know there were some people in the live chat that were saying that if you haven't seen Quentin Camacho fight, you go learn today.
Oh.
And we just learned
We just learned about that. Take us through it, Alex. Look at this.
All right, to the back, immediately locks in that body triangle, and there was no immediate defense to get that out. At first, like you said, it started off as a neck crank, but then he found his way under the chin, and once once that happens, there's not much that you can do there.
And then he looked right into the ref cam, said, I'm done. Help me. Wow.
Beautiful work. First round finish continues that undefeated record. You can't really ask for much more as a fighter.
Yeah.
Come out
seriously.
unscathed, other than, that beauty
Yeah,
mark
he got
that
a little
has
bit. Yeah,
now.
put some ice on that. He'll be all right. Quentin came up to me yesterday and he said, I've been watching Fight Tips for years. He said, I've been watching.
Such a fan.
Yeah, he said, I've been watching. Can I get a picture? He said, I've been watching since Ant was out there. And I said, I'm going out tomorrow. Ant's getting married. So shout out to Ant. Congratulations.
Mucha más acción coming up. We'll be right back. The fans are going crazy. We're going to get a 100% finish rate tonight. I feel it. Beatriz Callis with the official decision of the fight.
El tiempo oficial, 3 minutos y 18 segundos del round número 1, the official time. 3 minutes and 18 seconds of round number 1. And the winner by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, Quentin Camacho.
Man, absolutely stoic, right? I don't even think he broke a sweat.
Guys, I know a lot of people out there are saying, oh, I don't know how I feel about this new format. I think what they got to get is me in there for post-fight interviews.
That's what we were talking about.
I'm just saying, I want to hear from the cowboy. He's that guy.
That's the one thing I feel like a star would be born. He's such a nice kid.
Literally the soundbite king, and now here we have it. Adrian Joe Martinez versus Quentin Camacho. First round finish, beautiful work. Walk us through it, Shane.
Yeah, I mean, he did what he wanted to do, and that was close the distance, prevent any kicks from being thrown. Good posture over top, raining down punches, softened him up while he was on his back. And then look, once he had hooks in, then he locked up the body triangle, which is when you wrap your legs around him and hook one leg. And then I thought it was going to be a neck crank. It looked painful. And then I kind of think Adrian was like, yo, just put that under my chin real quick, get me out of here so I can tap out. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, there didn't seem like too much initiative or even want to get out of it. Like sometimes you're so far in there that there's nothing you could do.
And I mean, what's good is like what I always say about losses to my athletes is like now you know exactly what you need to work on.
Exactly, and now we have Maria Maldonado getting ready to go, and she is going to be taking on the undefeated Yannet Garcia, who is hungry to showcase her skill set after being unable to fight in her last match. We cannot wait to see the action between these two warriors. We have had a wonderful night of action so far. Do you have a favorite fight?
Of what's happened so far or what's coming up? I think
what's happened so far?
Oh man, I knew that first fight. That knockout was crazy. I'm going to be thinking about that. I'm going to have nightmares, dreams about that. Depends on which side of the knockout I'm on. This fight coming up, though, I will say I am super excited for Yannet Garcia. I've been wanting to watch fight live for a long time, and it's a really good matchup against Maria Maldonado, who just seems to really understand how to control pace and weather the storm, like we talked about earlier. She's going to try to drag her into deep waters, which I think is a really smart strategy. If she's able to pull that off, she may be able to get the upset tonight.
Yeah, Maria La Felina Maldonado taking on Yannet Garcia. Here's a little bit more about their stories.
Soy María Maldonado y soy de Querétaro. Para mí representar a México es un orgullo, me da mucha fuerza ya que los mexicanos siempre hemos sido muy buenos guerreros arriba de la jaula. Fue contra Valeria Frausto, igual mexicana. No fue fácil, pero tampoco fue difícil. Surgieron algunas cosas que ya teníamos previstas que iban a surgir, pudimos salir y terminar el combate por nocaut en el segundo asalto.
My name is Janet Garcia, and I am from San Jose, California. For me, representing Mexico just means the world to me, right? I am an immigrant, and I came from immigrant parents. I am going out there representing all the immigrant families that are right now going through so much. I come from a Muay Thai background, so I feel like my first fight was very Muay Thai focused, right? And then I can think like throughout my fights, you can see that progression. I've actually become like a full MMA fighter now. So now that I'm like stepping into the cage again, I'm like, I call myself a real MMA fighter because I can go to the ground, I can take you down, I can do anything.
Voy contra Yannet Garcia, sé que es una peleadora muy fuerte, muy agresiva y con un estilo de pelea en el striking muy bueno. Yo también tengo un estilo muy bueno y pues va a ser una guerra total entre ella y yo.
What I know from her is that she does have a reach advantage over me. I think she's like 5'4" or something like that. I know she's a striker too, and she's from Mexico, so I know we're both gonna bring like the heat. And I'm just gonna go in there and give all my heart out when I'm in the jaula.
Yo voy a ganar, yo vengo a ganar y pues va a significar mucho en mi carrera, en todo. Creo que va a ser un gran paso el que yo gane esta pelea.
Yannet Garcia ready to make waves against Maria Maldonado, but it is going to be a tough test.
It really is, yeah. We got really good striking against someone who's hopefully the better mixed martial artist. We're going to see what happens, but we're going to toss it over to Beatriz Callas.
Entrando a la jaula, Maria Maldonado.
Representing Querétaro, she is coming off of a vicious TKO against Stephanie Frausto, and she is ready to showcase what she has improved on since then, which wasn't so long ago.
No, it was only, man, it feels like a couple of weeks ago, but she showed how tough she was. Landing that uppercut to a seated position, man, that was brutal. I cringed a little bit when that happened.
Yeah, they're definitely going to bring the action, and we know that she wants a win against a girl like Yannet Garcia. Beatriz, we'll send it to you.
Her opponent, Yannet Garcia.
And Yannet Garcia wearing that traditional Muay Thai gear. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the Mongol, yeah, of course, representing, man. She's going to do the Y. She steps in. Man, I'm so pumped for this fight. She's a super tough, super technical, aggressive style, action-packed stuff.
Sometimes I just get flashbacks of her finish against Andrea Meneses. It was bloody, it was nonstop, and the referee finally stepped in. But now let's take a look at how these ladies match up physically. 24 years old is Maria Maldonado, 34 for Yannet Garcia, 5'4" to 5 foot, and a 3-inch reach advantage. But Bia, we'll send it to you to get these ladies' fights going.
Continuamos con mucha más acción este duelo. En la división peso átomo, we continue with much more action this bout. In the atomweight division, los jueces son the judges are Dorian Mirasola, Jonathan Lane, and Mark Strayson. And introducing the blue corner, en la esquina azul, wearing green, vestida de verde. Su peso oficial, 105.8 libras, her official weight, 105.8 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicta como profesional con una victoria tonight. She enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 1 victory. De Santiago de Querétaro, México, Maria La Felina Maldonado. Presentando la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing red, vestida de rojo. Su peso oficial, 106 libras. She tipped the scale at 106 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicta como profesional con 3 victorias tonight. She enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 3 victories. De San Jose, California, Yannet Garcia. El referee, Marcos Pérez de Panamá.
Alto. Okay. You already know the rules. Obey my command at all time. I want a clean fight. Touch you close if you want. Okay, go to the corners.
I have chills.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good one right here.
Especially because once you call so many fights, you start to become friends with some of the fighters. I'm like, I need to avoid that because I feel emotionally connected.
Man, the crowd went nuts when Yannet Garcia got announced, and here she comes. She's only 5 foot, but watch, she throws like a heavyweight, man. Heavy low kick right off the bat, lands right above the knee.
I think this could be a quick night, but as we mentioned before, Maria Maldonado able to weather the storm in her other fights. In her career in general, 3 losses at the amateur, and then still battling back for the pro.
Heavy liver shot lands, followed by a heavy left hook. Beautiful Muay Thai already being shown by Yannet Garcia. Lands a right hand.
Oh,
she already stumbles, Maria. Let's see how she can recover. We talked about how she's durable. Is she going to try to shoot the takedown? I don't even know if that would be a wise decision, knowing that Garcia's got a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. She's a savage on the ground.
And when you get hit like that, it would almost make you a little bit more timid, but Maria's is fearless.
She is. It's awesome. This is the kind of action that we get in every single match here at Combate Global.
And this is the kind of action that Yannet knew was going to happen. She predicted it with this Mexico versus Mexico.
Look at her head
tonight,
movement.
though. She is ready
people
to
say
go.
People say that Muay Thai fighters don't move their head, or that head movement is dangerous. And Yana Garcia has proven all those haters and trolls wrong. Oh, heavy knee.
Now she's showcasing that clinch work.
Exactly,
I love it.
Beautiful. The only thing missing now is a couple elbows.
So when it comes to the MMA gloves and being in the clinch, what is your biggest piece of advice?
I mean, you kind of got better grips. You got your fingers, you got your thumb. You can grab wrists now. So now you can literally grab hold of someone's wrist, right, and push it down and land that elbow strike, clear the guard. Oh, heavy right hand, another one. She's finding a home for that right hand. Flicks a teep up the center. Now in sparring, you usually don't throw that. That's disrespectful. Bottom of the foot is like the least sacred in Buddhism. You don't want to put that to the most sacred part of the body.
Wow.
Right? That's what we walk on the floor with, but in fighting, anything goes. Man, beautiful striking from Yannet Garcia, but Maria Maldonado is absolutely game.
She's definitely throwing kicks, but the most powerful ones are coming from Yannet.
It seems like Maria Maldonado is landing with her foot, the top of her foot, while Yannet is landing shin to the dome like she did right there. Good teep. I feel like it wouldn't be a Muay Thai fight without a couple ooh-wee.
Right? We need people in the crowd doing that. I love it.
I'll just run around Univision Studios. Ooh-wee.
And now we have 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first round.
That traditional Muay Thai posture with the arched back, heavy on the back leg, so she's able to throw that lead teep and step in for a heavy right leg, like she does right there. And the heavy right hand, followed by the left hook, too. Good combination. That one a little shy. She gets caught there.
When it's orthodox versus orthodox, what do you think is the most successful strike you usually see in MMA?
It's hard to say. I mean, you got the outside leg kick if they're not checking. You got to set that up. Usually, I mean, the go-to is hands are followed by kicks, right? You want to get them heavy on their feet, so I get you thinking up top, and then I finish with the low kick.
Okay.
But if someone's good at checking, then they're going to lift their leg up. Then it's going to be shin-on-shin contact. Now, the reason for doing it, a good check, is not only to prevent damage, but it's to do damage. If I throw a kick and I hit you on the shin, ow, that hurts me. Now I don't want to kick as much anymore. But the thing is, in MMA, you're usually going to stand a little bit more bladed, right? In Muay Thai, we stand very squared so that we can protect our lead leg. In MMA, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more agility, in and out movement. We got to be wary of the takedown, which makes that lead leg more susceptible. And that's why Yannet Garcia is just absolutely eating that leg up. And what's going to happen is this. We're going to go into the second round, possibly the third round, and all of those low kicks, those investments are going to start to pay dividends.
Into the clinch again. She makes work in those knees.
Yeah, she gets a collar tie, 50-50 clinch, lands the better knees in the exchange. I love that step through, right hand, followed by a really nice knee, and then another heavy low kick. I'm telling you, that's going to start. Look at this. Catches the leg.
Down.
Beautiful. Actually legal in Muay Thai, too. She didn't reap. She used the front of her leg.
And this is a similar position that Maria Maldonado found herself in her last fight.
That's right.
Now only 27
heavy elbow
seconds to
lands,
go.
and look, we got blood. I actually can't tell who's bleeding here. I'd imagine it's Maria. But it seems like it might be coming from Yannet's head. Yeah, bad cut over the right eye.
It might have been a clash of heads.
Hopefully that doesn't change the pace of this fight.
Plenty more action coming from these ladies.
There's that wrist control.
After this quick break. And a little bit of replay action here. It looks like she already has the cut.
Yeah, definitely a clash of heads there as they entered into the clinch.
Doctor's checking up on Yannet now.
Now, it's in a position where it's above the eyebrow, which is usually better. I mean, that's genetically what our eyebrows are for, is for stopping sweat from going into our face. And you can see how the trail of blood is naturally moving away from the eye, which is good. And I don't think she's at risk of stopping this fight at this point. It may get worse, though.
You ready? You ready? Combate!
Ready for round number 2. A lot of action. What can you say about what Yannet wanted to do? Is just showcase that she's a true martial artist, not just a Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, I'm liking that lead leg, whether it's the teep or the round kick. She's doing a really good job of setting up that overhand right, and she's been attacking that lead leg of Maria with her low kick. Beautiful
She's
left
getting
kick.
creative with those combinations.
Beautiful
It's
left kick.
beautiful
She's
to
touching
see.
that liver too, man. It's really good striking. Man, good swing step there, swinging, cutting that angle.
Solid one too from Maria Maldonado.
I'm telling you, I think as the fight goes on, she's going. Wow. I was going to say that Maria actually is very intelligent in that sense, where she's durable in the fight. Will probably go a little bit more in her favor as the fight goes on. Right as I say that, she gets taken down.
Once she's on her back, she has struggled a bit, but since her last fight, she competed in jiu-jitsu.
That was
She's
beautiful.
been getting her escape routes ready to go, and now she's back where she wants to be. But being on the feet against a girl like Yannet Garcia is a tough case to crack.
Yeah. She eats a head kick right there. No, I mean, she did the right thing. She was moving her hips. She scooted out. She kept pressure on Yanet's head so that she was able to create that space, scrambled, got back to her feet.
Someone in the live chat said, came for Quentin Camacho, stayed for the bloodshed. And you might be staying for a head kick knockout.
Geez.
We are on a finish streak right now, and I feel that energy continuing with these
It's
ladies.
beautiful because Maria's got, her guard is up high, but what happens is Yannet is really good at setting those punches up with either feints or punches. The guard drops, and then those head kicks are landing at will. Yeah, shout out to the chat, everybody tuned in, especially the trolls and the haters. But you guys got to step it up. If you're going to troll, you got to do it the right way.
And a lot of people are wondering, Combate Global used to be all this and that. Where are they now? Hey, we're bringing it back. We're doing something different, and we're going to keep on improving it, and that's why we even like the suggestions from you guys. But when we have fights like this, there ain't much to complain about.
I'm telling you, come on. It's free. It's live. Great athletes. Great action. Great matchmaking. Again, fires off that right hand, uses that to clinch, ties up the arm, lands a knee.
And in the corner of Yannet Garcia is Eastside Jiu-Jitsu. It is her husband there to support her every step of the way, and that's a big thing. You go in here ready to give it all up and knowing someone's got your back in your corner.
Terrific gym, Eastside. A lot of big talent comes out of that gym. And it just goes to show you can see how calculated and technical Yannet Garcia is. Look at that left kick out of nowhere.
Training with Javier Mendez at American Kickboxing Academy. I feel like she's got all the tools needed to be a champion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it shows, too, because she's intelligent. She's not just a tough girl. She's very intelligent, mixing it up. And like she said in her interview, she's not just a Muay Thai fighter that's fighting in MMA. She's an MMA fighter now. She's got the blood trickling down. This is definitely going to be a profile picture right here. Superman punch finishes with the low kick.
And you're starting to see Maria Maldonado maybe being a little bit more shell-shocked than before.
You know what? As you say that, she throws 3 punches. She eats a kick, though. Yannet's just getting the better of the exchanges. She's making those investments early where she was going to the legs. She was hitting the body. Wow, heavy body shot. You know she felt that because her elbow is pinned now. She's protecting that liver. And she's been landing that throughout the match, too.
That was crazy.
That left kick to the body, man. And I love even that, just flicking a kick up the center. Because anytime you think about stepping in, you're like, oh, now I got to be wary of getting boom. That right there, high-level stuff. She went to sweep the inside leg as Maria stepped in with the right hand. High level, takes a lot of patience. How many of the trolls in the comments saw that? You missed it, didn't you? And then she lands a bomb of an overhand right followed by the left.
Let him know, Shane.
Let him know. I've been too nice for too long. Beautiful Muay Thai. Look at
Against
this.
the cage now.
Another liver shot with that left kick. Beautiful work. Beautiful technical Muay Thai right here.
Back at center are both of these vicious warriors. 40 seconds left in the second round. Obviously, the judges are scoring it to Yannet.
Yeah, I would think so, as long as their eyes are open. When heavy left hand rocks Maria.
Dude, Maria is so tough.
She's so tough. She's so tough. Now, when people start to talk about who's got the best Muay Thai in MMA, I think Yannet Garcia has to be in that conversation now. She's proven. I don't think I can't off the top of my head think of anyone who's sweeping out the lead leg, landing how many body shots with that left leg. Great clinch work. Finish is strong. Maria comes in hot with these punches. Elbow over the top.
Lista. You ready? Combate.
Absolute insanity. I was just in the live chat asking if you guys think we will see a finish. This is the third and final round. We're 100% for the night so far, but me and Shane kind of placed our bets. We won't say what it was.
Yeah, it's crazy because Janette hits really, really hard, but Maria can just take a shot really well. The thing is, I think if the fight's going to end, it's going to be off one of those body shots. And she keeps hunting for it. She's like, liver, it's what's for dinner. I'm hunting for that body. And now she's staying southpaw, so she can wind up a little bit more. She's got her left leg in the rear, which means it's going to travel a little bit further distance. It's going to gain a little bit more steam. So when that thing lands, oof, the liver's going to explode.
I'm absolutely impressed with Maria Maldonado. If you were in her corner, what would your advice be to her to protect that?
Yeah, I like the boxing combination. It reminds me almost like a Diaz brothers, where it's like not high power, but it's high output and volume. She's touching, she's keeping her eyes open and watching the shots land.
She's just reeling here.
Yeah, no, it's this one here. It's this left kick here. And this one all day because the liver's on this side. So she keeps ripping that body shot. Anytime you let your right hand go, like if you throw a right hand at me, your liver's open. Ooh. So now it's going to dissuade. But there is no, she's not dissuaded. Look, there's that right hand again. Heavy low kick right there, though. Heavy low kick. Because that's the other thing. When you throw the right hand, your weight is now shifted onto your lead leg. And that's why Janette read that, swept out the inside leg. But you can also land that heavy right. Love that. Love doubling up a kick. She went right low kick, followed up with the left high kick. Beautiful combination there. We just worked that in class, and you're starting to see now she's turning. She's turning her sideways when she lands that right kick. This might be
3 minutes and 15 seconds enough.
She's going to
try to finish.
She's going to try to finish her with low kicks. Yep. And now, watch. She sees it. She smells blood.
The crowd is going crazy.
This is awesome.
Cheering for Janette.
So awesome. Oh, I love it. And look how badass she looks too, with the blood trickling down her eye. She's got to pump a double jab and then step in with that right low kick. You can see Maria is very wary of that leg. She keeps evading and shifting her weight back into southpaw. And now she's starting to get hit on the inside of the leg, which is a much more tender spot.
Now
she's starting to break the foundation.
Answer.
She's chopping the tree down. Heavy right hand lands on the chin. How much time we got left, Alex? 2.5 minutes. Perfect amount of time that it takes. You can see the bruising now starting to happen on Maria's leg. Good check. Beautiful. Good check right there. But then what you do is you start to feint that, right? Now she's super wary of that leg, and then she's going to use that to set other things up, like that left to the body.
In the corner of Janette, that leg's beat up.
Nice combination. You hear his Janette's coach say, send it, and she does. She steps in, throws a heavy low kick.
Quick takedown attempt, but in the clinch.
You know what I love is she's showcasing that she's not just a Muay Thai fighter. She's like, I'm winning this fight. Let me show you what my takedown looks like. Oh! You know it lands when it sticks there for a couple seconds, followed by the body shot to the liver. Knee in the clinch. The other thing about like a fouled takedown attempt is what happened was she ended up into the Muay Thai clinch, right? She shot low. Maria stood her up, and she's like, cool, now I got you in the clinch. Now I'm going to land some knees. She may not score the takedown. Ooh, that's the one right there.
What do these ladies have left in the gas tank with 1 minute to go in the final round?
Another heavy punch lands. Her head is thrashing back with some shots, but she looks totally unfazed. It's wild. The only thing that really seems to be showing effect are those low kicks. Maria seems to be favoring the southpaw stance a little bit now, especially as she enters into the pocket. She's protecting that left leg.
What a learning experience for Maria Maldonado.
Ooh, she eats a teep to the face. Wow. She is super tough. Oh, Superman right hand lands flush. Can she get it? No, but again, look, ends up in the clinch. This is cool too. See if she can land an elbow or another body shot. That thing has been finding a home all night long. Right hand lands heavy. Beautiful fight. Wow.
The woman of Combate Global.
Striking showcase. Yanette Garcia. Wow.
Amazing work. We'll get the official decision after the quick break. These two warriors just went to war for 3 rounds, and now we're going to get the official decision. But obviously, the people in the corner are very happy for Yanette Garcia. And Yanette saying, "Hi, Mom." She's just the sweetest being. But walk us through some of these highlights.
Oh, man, just beautiful, crisp Muay Thai. Punches, fed the kicks. The kicks were doubling up. She was hitting that lead leg a lot. Following up with the left kick to the body, was finding a home all night long. I love how she would just flick it like that, too. She landed a teep to the face. She was switching stances. I mean, Maria just really showed that she was super game and super tough, but I got to give this one to Yanette Garcia. Let's find out the official results.
We are getting ready for that official decision. 3 rounds, all-out war. We can't wait to find out who won this fight. Beatrice.
After 3 rounds of much more action, this is the final decision. Después de 3 vueltas de mucha más acción, esta es la decisión oficial. Los 3 jueces anotan tarjetas idénticas de 30 a 27. All 3 judges turning identical scorecards of 30 to 27. All in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. Todos a favor de la ganadora por decisión unánime. Yanette Garcia!
And now we're seeing a little bit, just a sneak peek into the bubbly, sweet personality of Yanette Garcia. She even got a little bit of choked up in her interviews. She's just a sweet person, but when she's inside La Jaula, we see everything that we need to see. Don't mess with that girl.
She's a monster. I'm just so happy for her. I know she was dying to get back in there. It's been a long time since she's been able to fight. But here we go. Let's take a look at these highlights. Just 2 absolute warriors. Great athletes. Super game, super tough. That right hand over the top was landing all day, and that was a great way to set up entries into the clinch, where she breaks posture with those collar ties, pulling her into the knees to the body. Again, that right hand, it's just, anytime she threw it, it seemed like it was landing flush on the chin, like that right there. Heavy hands, followed by the left hook. Then she was beating the leg up from the first to the 3rd round, just nonstop. When she would shoot the takedown, she would end up in the clinch. There was that clash of heads. It didn't affect her one bit. I mean, she was like, yeah, of course there's going to be a little bit of blood.
Gosh, I'm surprised some of those kicks didn't just completely finish Maria. She's so tough, but man.
Jeez. Just such good Muay Thai from Yanette, and then just like toughness, just utter toughness and grit from Maria Maldonado.
And she just went up against one of the best 105 strikers in the world.
Seriously,
Period.
Right? With tons of experience.
Yanette really is the next thing. I know a lot of people are in the live chat right now saying we need high-level opponents against Yanette Garcia. I'm not a matchmaker, but the atomweight division in Combate Global is stacked. We got Ana Palacios, Kayla Racho, many options that we could go to. But we also know that our welterweight division is absolutely stacked. In the future and maybe current face of Combate Global is Jaden Ortega taking on the homegrown Ivan Choco Castillo. This is going to be a war on the feet as well. We cannot wait for mucha más acción in the welterweight division. The energy in here has risen, and rightfully so. Plenty of action that we've seen so far tonight. Shane, what's on your mind after all the action?
Like, I was shaking in the beginning. Now I feel like I had this adrenaline dump. I feel like I was in there. Like that feeling when it's like, you got to fight, and then it's like, actually, the fight got pushed back a couple more fights, and now everything's haywire right now. I don't know. I don't even know what to expect. But I do know that we got a lot of really good fights lined up, including this next one, Jaden Ortega against Ivan Castillo. It's youth against experience. Both these guys got a lot to prove.
And when we talk about fight IQ from both of these fighters, Arafat, who is the coach of Ivan Choco Castillo, says the type of fight IQ stuff that they're working over there with the Sick Jiu-Jitsu squad is just different. But the experience, like you said, could completely pay dividends. So we'll learn a little bit more about these two welterweights.
Mi nombre es Iván Choco Castillo y vengo de Ensenada, Baja California, México. Lo que se destaca de un mexicano es el hambre y el corazón y las ganas que le ponemos a cada entrenamiento, a cada pelea, siempre lo damos todo. En realidad el MMA me ha dado todo, tanto económicamente como mentalmente. Creo que el MMA es mi vida, ¿no? No me imagino retirarme ahorita.
My name is Jaden Ortega and I'm from Spokane, Washington. So that first fight with Jimbo Pace, it was good, very efficient, but just a little bit more conservative. And so I think now I'm able to use that offensive skill a little bit more and be more aggressive towards my opponents. I'm gonna bring some flash, a little bit of jab, a two, flying knee, or anything that's gonna hit him is gonna hurt him. So he should expect some pretty hard hits.
Pues mi extra sería la experiencia y creo que el cardio es un superpoder, así lo llamo yo. Creo que va a ser una pelea de choque y pues va a ganar el que presione más y el que aguante más.
Just to keep the undefeated record. So not only win, but do it in a flashy fashion. I want to be able to book the next main event. I believe I'm told it's Mexico City, and that's actually on my birthday, September 18th. It'd be pretty cool to headline that card too. So I feel like with the first round finish in this fight, I'd be able to get that next opportunity.
Todas mis armas van a ir en esta pelea. Espero que Jaden esté preparado, porque creo que nunca he peleado con alguien tan experimentado como yo.
25-17 is Ivan Choco Castillo, most of his career here under the Combate Global banner, and he is taking on who wants to be the face of Combate Global. It is Jaden Ortega, athletic, ready to go. This welterweight war is about to deliver, and I know a lot of you guys in the live chat were looking forward to this one most, so we're gonna get it started. No more waiting. Beatrice, get us started.
Entering la jaula, Jaden Ortega.
Jaden Ortega out of Spokane, Washington. He is confident, calm, cool, and collected. And he is not at all worried about Ivan Choco Castillo and the experience he brings to La Jaula.
Nah, this kid's got it all. Look, he's handsome, he's athletic, he's agile, he's got high IQ. Like you said, he fights out of Sick Jitsu with Rick Little. They teach their athletes how to fight smart. Not just fight hard, but how to fight smart. But let's take it away with Beatrice Callas.
Su oponente, Iván Castillo.
Ivan Choco Castillo. This guy is crazy. If you guys can see, his nose is a little bit crooked. That happened in one of his fights where they literally took him to the hospital. They didn't have enough money for anesthesia, so they just reset it right there.
Geez.
And he continued fighting. 25-17, he didn't let that scare him. And out of Ensenada, Baja California, you know that the Warriors across the border of Mexico are built different.
Oh, jeez, he didn't flinch. Not a single tear was shed, too, I bet. Look at him, just looks like a warrior, but you got Jaden Ortega staring him down, and he's got a little grin on his face.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a good one.
Yesterday at the weigh-ins, there was a little bit of tension. But none of that matters because now we're going to the tail of the tape. Let's take a look at these fighters. Jaden Ortega comes in 23 years old against Ivan Castillo, who's 34. Height advantage for Jaden Ortega, but not the reach advantage. That goes to Ivan Castillo. It's going to be an excellent matchup here. You want to do a prediction? Who you got?
Ooh, you're putting me on the spot. I gotta choose Jaden. After that first round knockout.
Continuamos con mucha más acción. Este duelo en la división peso welter. We continue with much more action this bout. In the welterweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Armando Álvarez, Doria Mirasola, and Jonathan Lane. Y presentando la esquina azul in the blue corner, wearing black, vestido de negro, su peso oficial 170.8 libras, his official weight 170.8 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicto como profesional con 4 victorias tonight. He enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 4 victories. From Spokane, Washington, Jaden Presentando la esquina roja en the red corner, wearing green, vestido de verde. Su peso oficial, 170.2 libras. His official weight, 170.2 pounds. Con un récord profesional de 25 victorias y 17 derrotas. With a pro record of 25 victories and 17 losses. De Ensenada, Baja California, Iván Choco Castillo. El referee, Ramón Ramos.
Sir, ven acá. Okay, we're around for the rules and dressing room. Atrás fuimos a la derecha. Una pregunta? Any questions? Respect? Respeto. Shake hands si quieren. Atrás están we ready. All the way till we're ready, sir. Wait.
This is the moment that you guys have all been waiting for. It is Jaden Ortega versus Ivan Choco Castillo. I love that nickname.
You're good.
Yeah, so good. So good.
Ready.
Shout out to our
Good.
chat. We got Playlist Hired Gun saying if Castillo can exploit that he has a reach advantage here, that could be major. And I agree. He's got some really heavy hands. He wings those punches. Almost reminds me of Tommy Hearns, for those of you who are educated in old school boxing. Gets a good whip, but look how loose and relaxed Jaden Ortega is as he lands the first strike of the match.
Now these guys trying to feel each other out.
Yep.
Just 30 seconds into the first round, but the feint game of Jaden so far.
Well, so it's open stance. Not a low blow. Not a low blow. That teep to the body hurt him. Look at this. I'm telling you, this kid is special. Ivan Castillo not fighting back. He's got to do something. Wow, look at that.
So quick.
Okay.
We're going to need the replay on that.
So is that teep to the body? Almost looked like a low blow, but when you throw it like a stab instead of a push, you can get a major effect. You got his mom in the crowd.
His mom is in the building after he wiped his face. His mom does facials. That's how he keeps his face nice and shape for this fighting.
Right?
Yes, his mom does facials for a living. And we missed the backflip, but we'll definitely get a replay on that. She is so proud. Single mom. I love the way Jaden talks about her on Mother's Day. We're going to be back with much more action in that crazy replay.
Wow.
Awesome.
What an absolute amazing knockout. So quick, we're going to have to replay so we can see what exactly happened. But we're going to send it down to our beautiful announcer, Beatrice Callis, after these replays, though. Oh, my goodness. Flying knee. He said he wanted it to be flashy. Walk us through it.
Yeah, it's funny. He said, I might throw a jab or two. I don't even think he did. He landed that kick to the body, which hurt Castillo. He did the flying knee, which has kind of become his signature move. Landed the elbow, followed up with just heavy hands. Castillo wasn't able to fight back, and ref had to step in and stop the fight.
Wow, mean mugging is Jaden Ortega. Easy work. I guess he was rightful to say that he wants that main event spot on his birthday. I mean, after a performance like that, what do you say, Sean?
Oh, he definitely earned it. Definitely earned it. And it was so cool to see his mom emotional in the crowd there. I think as a, when moms watch, I think it's a sense of relief. It's like, my boy's okay. Shout out to my mom who's in the chat right now. It's always nice to have a supportive mom out there.
Wait for the face wipe.
There it is. And the eyebrows. Got to get the eyebrows.
They're definitely going to have to replay that backflip. We'll get to it after the break.
El tiempo oficial, 49 segundos del round número 1, the official time, 49 seconds of round number 1. And the winner by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico de sangre cubana, Jaden Ortega.
Jaden Ortega improves his undefeated record to 5-0, and now shaking hands with Campbell Combate. That is a good sign. Means you did something pretty impressive.
I'm telling you, man. I want to see that first kick that he threw, too, because that stabbing teep to the body can just steal the soul from someone. So let's take a look at these highlights.
We'll get to see that. With these two walking out, there's not so much action for you to break down, Shane, but break it down.
Look at that. He kept his left hip back because he's in that southpaw stance, so it's hard to see that one coming. Snapped the kick up the center, and that was the beginning of the end. I mean, it took him less than a minute to find the finish here against someone who has 40 fights. Like, that's a lot of experience, a tough opponent. But look, and you can see it lands perfect And we can see that Ivan Castillo still has a red mark on his body as he was standing there.
Yeah,
So
it
he's
really
wearing
put
that
him into
damage.
shock. And that's just shows the fight IQ of Jaden. He
Yeah.
smelled blood in the water.
Yeah,
He
and
went in for the kill.
He
after
didn't
that.
headhunt. You know, it's similar to the match before this with Yannet. She knows to invest in the body shots and go to the leg because that slows your opponent down. That creates openings and opportunities like this right here. I mean, what more could you ask for? This kid just put on an absolute showcase.
And no better way to win with your mom in the crowd as well. A very proud moment. Mama's boy indeed. And it's got to feel pretty nice. I know neither of us are parents, but when you see your son go in there, get it done. Beautiful work. And up next, we have Hannah Brobiskov stepping up to the challenge that lies ahead in the former WBC champ in Kenya Enriquez. It is definitely going to be a show with this one.
Yeah, on paper, Kenya Enriquez should be able to get this done, but anything can happen. And I like Hannah Brobiskov's style. She might be able to pull off the upset.
Welcome back. All the action we've seen tonight has been absolutely amazing. And we saw some of you guys in the chats. There's a lot of you guys watching, but not as many that have liked this video yet. So make sure you do that. Get the engagement up. Make sure you say in the live chat which fight has been your favorite so far. Shane, I'm going to ask you, which one's your favorite so far?
What's going on? You guys don't like live, free, awesome fights? Share this, like it, comment. Come on, we're trying to hang out with y'all. Every fight's been absolutely action-packed. I loved Yana Garcia. I loved the first knockout, the first fight of the night, Marcelo Reyes. Incredible.
And now we're going to learn a little bit more about the headliner of the main event.
Kenia Enríquez, la reina mexicana de Tijuana, Baja California. Fue un debut soñado, una plataforma interesante e importante. También el hecho de debutar en una cartelera de mujeres fue muy inspirador. Demostré lucha en la pelea pasada, ahora hice competencia de Jiu-Jitsu y estuve trabajando más el suelo y sobre todo enfocándome en no nada más utilizar mi arma más potente que es el box, sino también lucir con nuevas herramientas y habilidades que desarrollé.
My name is Hannah Brobiskov and I'm from Everett, Washington. I had no plans on actually being a pro fighter or even fighting. I just mostly did it to get in shape. And I just really fell in love with it. I would say I'm mostly a striker, but within the last year I've been working a lot on wrestling and grappling. So I'm very confident in those now, but striking is normally my go-to.
Mi oponente es de Estados Unidos, ya debutó en una liga importante como lo es LFA, se llevó una derrota, entonces eso me hace pensar que viene con mucha hambre de triunfo, que está dedicada, pero la verdad que sé que no hay nadie que se dedique más que yo a esto. Desayuno, como y ceno artes marciales.
She's obviously an excellent boxer, very fast, very hard punches. But I don't know how much experience she has in grappling and wrestling, so I do think that I will have more skills in that area.
Sé que estoy mejorando constantemente y no hay nadie que me detenga, y menos ella.
It is almost time for La Reina Mexicana versus Hannah Brobiskov. We're going to send it to you, Beatriz Callis, to get us going for our main event of the evening.
Entrando a la jaula, Hannah Brobiskov.
Hannah Brobiskov, a full-time mom, stepping into La Jaula. She says that it is no issue being a full-time mom because she brings her kids in, and her oldest son even does a little bit of kickboxing. So it's got to be amazing to be inspiring as a fighter and being able to have an influence on your kids.
How cool is that?
too.
So your training partner is your kid? That is so cool to think about. Nothing but respect for these athletes, for these moms out here.
And now, let's meet Kenia Enriquez.
Su oponente, Kenia Enriquez.
La Reina Mexicana, 28-1 boxing record. She says that there is no one in this game more dedicated than her. And I feel like we're going to see a different version of herself, even though we already saw some great moves in her pro debut.
Yeah, that's what's super exciting is seeing these athletes constantly evolve. She's obviously has incredible boxing, right? Nearly 30 fights under her belt. But are we going to see maybe a test of the grappling? See how good her takedown defense is? Are we going to see her throwing some kicks now? Really excited for this match.
Ooh-wee, it's going to be a good one. Break down this tale of the tape. It is 30-year-old Hannah Broviskov taking on the 31-year-old Kenya Enriquez. Pretty similar in height, 5'4", 5'3", and that reach advantage going to Hannah Broviskov. We'll see who can make the most of what they bring to the table physically. Beatrice, send it to you.
Continuamos con mucha más acción. Este es el evento estelar de esta noche. We continue with much more action. This is the main event of the evening. División Peso Paja, Strawweight Division. Los jueces son de Yugosar, Mark Streisand, Armando Álvarez y Dorian Mirasola. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando la esquina azul in the blue corner, wearing black, vestida de negro, su peso oficial 115.6 libras, her official weight 115.6 pounds, con un récord profesional de una derrota, with a pro record 1 defeat, from Seattle, Hannah Broviskov. Presentando la esquina roja in the red corner, wearing green, vestida de verde, su peso oficial 116 libras. She tipped the scale with 116 pounds, con un récord profesional de una victoria. Entra a la jaula, entering the jaula with 1 victory. De Tijuana, Baja California, Kenya, Mexican Queen, Enriquez. El referee, Marcos Pérez de Panamá.
Okay, come on, fighters. Okay, you know the rules. Obey my command all time. Let's keep like clean fight. Touch close if you want. Go to your corners.
I'm sad we're already at the main event of the night.
I can't believe it. I don't want it to be over.
I know, but we're going to get a lot of action with this one.
You ready?
We got a lot of people.
Locked and ready to go.
A lot of people in the chat here for Hannah, though. Possibly Hannah's sister in the chat. Is that for real? Broviskov initiates with a jab, flicks the kick. I love it. Just show a threat. You're not allowed in here for free, but she eats a low kick.
And in the last fight that Hannah had, she said she came out a little bit slow, but she's not going to be like that this time. She said she's going to be aggressive. But when you start to feel a little bit of the power of Kenya Enriquez, sometimes it can get you to be a little timid. But I like the way she's being calculated right now.
Bring her to me. Bring her to me.
Yeah, she looks locked in. She looks focused. I like how she's mixing it up.
You're okay.
A little heavy on the back leg, a chin a little high there. Hopefully she can make an adjustment, move her head a little bit more. Otherwise, she's going to be in for a rough night if she keeps eating punches like that.
And I was backstage with Killer Miller, a training partner of Hannah, and she said that she's really been working on that jab, and this is where she wanted that jab to lead her to, up against the cage.
You can reap the knee if you want.
Yeah, she does a good job like fading with punches and coming back with a right hand. And then that was a great transition to now get into where she's at right here. She's got good, look at the head position, right? We talk about how you want to look through the neck. You use your head as a tool, as a leverage point.
Hey, we're thinking outside trip. Yeah, we're thinking outside trip.
And that was something that Kenya said she wanted to include in this performance. More kicks. Because in her last fight, we saw a lot of boxing, and of course, we know how great that is. But how can she mix everything up?
And she's got a versatility with it, too. She's already showed that it's not just a chopping low kick like that. She's stabbing, she's stomping on the knee, which is a good way to stifle movement, to break rhythm, and it sets other things up. It may not knock someone out, but it's a good way to control the rhythm of the fight. Stabs to the body. I like calling that the shish kebab. Reaching for the spine with that lead jab to the body.
And this isn't the first time we've seen in the Combate Global Jaula a boxer, an elite boxer, come in to the Jaula and try to take on the world of MMA. We've had Amanda Serrano as well, who recently competed over there at MVP. And MVP is going to be giving another Combate Global fighter an opportunity as well. So we love how all of these opportunities are happening for our Latina MMA fighters.
Heavy left hook lands. But Hannah Brobuskov wears it well. She's game. She's super tough. And she's cutting off the La Jaula well. Tries to time the takedown. Absolutely stuffed, yeah.
And what is your best advice to not telegraph a takedown?
It's the timing, right? You either got to blend it with a strike, a fake teep, or a punch up top. She looks a little staggered. That one she felt. Or you want to shoot the takedown as your opponent's throwing punches. Get them top heavy so you can control the hips and legs. That one lands on the shoulder.
IQ as well. Even when she had her wobble, she didn't get overzealous and just go in for the kill.
Yeah.
But we did see Jaden Ortega just execute when you do something like that. But maybe she's really just trying to piece her apart and find the perfect moment.
The jab is landing clean from Kenya Enriquez. If she starts to recognize that, she may just jab her to death.
I'm ready for Hannah to shock the world a bit because you have to be fearless to take on a fighter like Kenya Enriquez. And I asked her, why even do this? She says, it's a good test for me. And that's what I do this sport for. So she is an inspiration all around.
Gotta respect that. Gotta love a good underdog story. But Kenya seems to be flowing here.
And Kenya Enriquez knows that Hannah is coming in with a chip on her shoulder after the loss in her last fight. Sometimes when you sit a year and have to think about that loss, it just makes you want that win even more.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we are going to have to see more output from both fighters, but especially, I think, from Hannah's side.
Well, they have a mutual respect here.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya has to be respectful of, look, she's eating a jab. She gives one right back. But Brobuskov keeps flashing that kick up the center, that front kick to the face. You don't want to eat one of those. And if you know that's a constant threat, even if it's not landing, you got to be wary of it.
That's fine. Don't get too fancy with it.
Ooh, she goes down to the belly with a right hand. I like that. We got Vince the Anomaly in the house. Shout out to my buddy Vince, UFC vet, tuned in, locked in.
Wow. It has been a night of overhand rights and liver shots.
This is technical. This is my kind of fight right here. I love this. Really good ring generalship, really good feinting. I like the simple jab to the body. Then she'll fake that jab to a left hook.
Stop!
And a right hand lands on the belt.
Ready. Lista. Combate.
There we have it. Round number 2 underway.
More movement. More movement. That's not
I think
movement.
both athletes are going to start to pick it up here.
Go the other way.
Both calm and collected. Saw a smile from Kenya in the corner there.
Yeah. That's way better.
And Brobuskov's coach says you got to get your head in the hole. I would imagine what that means is you want to dip your head forward a little bit, roll underneath of incoming punches so that you can roll into a punch of your own. Because that's what she wants to avoid.
Snapped back on that one.
Yeah, her chin is kind of lifted a little bit as she goes straight back. It's a dangerous movement. You kind of want to do the opposite. You want to run into the fire.
Good shot. Do it again.
Good right kick lands from Brobuskov. And you get
a little bit of a smile, smirk from Kenya Enriquez.
Yeah.
She's having fun in there.
She's got that boxer stance, look, which makes that lead leg susceptible.
Good shot. Do it again.
And just like that, Hannah recognized it and took advantage.
Ready to shoot. You already scooped that single. Scoop that front leg. Good.
There's that kick up the center. Now it's starting to find a home, getting a little closer to where it wants to go. But she eats a right hand from Enriquez. Jab to the head, jab to the body. Nice little boxing combo there.
Movimento, circulando. Isso, boa.
Okay. We're starting to see a little pressure now. A change in tide, it seems. Kenya's getting a little bit more confident now. She's stepping in a little heavier with these punches, with this boxing. What am I missing? What are we missing here in the chat? What are you guys saying?
Drive, right now.
Quer derrubar, Kenya, de qualquer jeito. Movimento, circula e dale.
We got people, I see the same names who've been tuned in since the first match. They've been here with hours.
We love that.
I know. Thank you for spending your night with us, especially that one troll.
Thursday night fights.
I see you
Who
in there.
doesn't love that? And now in our main event, Kenya Enriquez.
Love that.
Attempt.
Did you see that right uppercut to the body?
Good girl.
As Hannah stepped in, Kenya timed it perfectly.
Left hand on her head.
right hand to the body. You hit the solar plexus, that's just as bad. It is a liver shot. It's just a different placement of the liver. People don't realize how big the liver actually is. She does it again. She tabs. She keeps reaching with that left uppercut. Not reaching. She's finding a home for it. She's throwing it with perfectly.
And now it looks like a lot of those takedowns are a little bit of desperation, takedown attempts, and that's leaving her head open for knees. And it's very interesting to see the boxer throw in a knee in there.
I love it. And she fires one right back, Brobiskov. She's wearing a little bit more damage. Her nose is bleeding. There's that kick again, disrupting the rhythm. I love really nice to see a boxer mixing in her low kicks, and not just a chopping low kick, but that stomp. I love that teep to the body.
Level change against the
If I was Brobiskov, I'd be throwing a lot more low kicks. I'd be attacking that calf. I'd be attacking that leg, especially because, yeah.
You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah, Kenya's in that boxing stance, but she's able to use that to throw kicks of her own. She's ripping the body, too. Look at that. Wow, the body shots would hurt her, but the right hand lands clean up top. And that's it. That fight is over. Wow. Beautiful boxing. Beautiful boxing.
Kenya Enriquez 2-0, a proud smile representing Tijuana, Baja California. Congratulations to La Reina Mexicana. Hannah Brobiskov, she is absolutely a beast for taking on a challenge like that.
Absolutely.
But I think Marcus Perez was right to give us up. I mean, I could have seen it play out a little bit more, but there was just no output back.
Yeah, every time she landed a body shot, I think she saw that she was getting a little bit weaker each and every time. She started throwing right hands to the body, but when that left hook landed, like I said, if you get hit in the liver, you get hit too many times, it opens everything else up, but I think that's what really stopped her there.
Mucha más acción was guaranteed, and we saw a lot of that. Kenya Enriquez got it done. Let's send it to Beatriz Callis for the official announcement.
El tiempo oficial, 3 minutos y 18 segundos del round número 2. The official time, 3 minutes and 18 seconds of round number 2. And the winner by technical knockout, la ganadora por knockout técnico de sangre mexicana, Kenya Enriquez.
A proud moment for La Reina Mexicana. You see Campbell Combate in there. He is ready to congratulate the warrior. Hannah was very impressive as well, but Kenya got it done tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she has the same demeanor that she did when she walked out. She's a warrior through and through. But Kenya Enriquez is the real deal. Loved her kicks tonight, too, from the boxer.
That strawweight division in Combate Global is stacked. I'm very interested to see who we could potentially match her up with as she continues to grow as an MMA fighter. Kenya Enriquez getting it done, representing Tijuana, Mexico. But walk us through some of this action, Shane.
Yeah, that left hook to right hand was finding its home, but then she started letting the kicks go, and that's what I really liked. Hannah was giving her some trouble with kicks of her own, especially when she got into that boxing stance, but what was crazy to see was that the boxer was throwing heavy low kicks. Then she started ripping to the body. She recognized that she was hurting her a little bit. She started letting that right hand go to the body. And when you got an athlete, an opponent that's stepping straight back, the punches to the chin are going to land, but the body is usually what stays right in front of you. So even if you're leaning away, you still got a perfect target for the body, and that's what she started ripping. Right hands, left hooks, and look, yeah. That's when she's like, ooh. She was like, I probably shouldn't have reacted that way, but when you take a good liver shot, man, it doesn't matter.
Amazing work from our main event. We'll be right back after this quick break. What a night of action it has been. I could feel the energy in here. 4 out of 5 finishes tonight. An amazing Combate Global card. And it all started off with the fight that you were most excited about, that featherweight division.
It was a back and forth battle. Marcelo Reyes just kind of took the lead when he landed that right hand that dropped Burgos. And then he was just able to continue. And then, man, that knockout, absolutely brutal. Let's take a look at it.
And anytime we have a Chile versus Mexico showdown, we know that action is going to be delivered. But in this, I think that was one of the nastiest knockouts in Combate Global history.
Yeah, and that wasn't even the knockout. That was the knockdown, which was a left hook to the body, which it seems body work was the theme of the night, and low kicks. But watch what happens here. Perfect timing where Marcelo will bounce back and bounce right back in. I love this high-level striking timing. And as he does, he rips a left hook, right hand. Both of them land. You'll see both of them land. And then a third hook that just misses, but it wasn't needed because Burgos was out at that point. Beautiful back and forth striking, just as we knew it would be, too. Just great boxing. Small gloves, knees, elbows. There was takedowns and kicks mixed in. Absolutely brutal striking going on here.
Beautiful work from the featherweight division. They always deliver. They are the home of some of the best Copa Combates that we've seen, but a vicious knockout that started out the card with a bang.
Man.
Beautiful work from our featherweights. But I have a feeling that some people in the live chat have a different idea of which fight was their favorite. I mean, if you're a jiu-jitsu nerd like myself, I saw a lot of people in here making some inside jokes about the jiu-jitsu community. It is Craig Jones' birthday today. We did get a rear naked choke, so at least we can be satisfied in that realm by the wonderful Adrian Joe Martinez taking on Quentin Camacho, the cowboy himself. So what did you like about this fight? Break it down for us.
It was a stylistic matchup of a good karateka striker kicker who got shut down early by a high IQ, calculated, aggressive Camacho. Camacho came in, closed the distance, was calm, cool, collected the whole time that he did it. Then he was able to take him down, I mean, at ease. And then once he was there, just easy jiu-jitsu, right? Wrapped the body triangle, had the neck cranked first. Adrian wasn't really fighting the hands well, and I think Camacho recognized that and said, all right, let's get you out of here.
Even the manner in which Quentin handled the submission, it's all calm, cool, and collected. I think the coolest highlights that we've ever seen is when you get a photo of someone doing something very vicious, and it's not like an angry, it's just a calm, cool, I'm about to put
like
you to sleep or
almost
break
like
your arm.
it's like a serial killer, just like stonewall.
And someone who does have a serial killer potential, not with her personality, is Yanette Garcia, but the way she strikes, it is lethal.
Man, I mean, it had the blood of a horror movie in this fight from an accidental clash of heads, but that's what's going to happen when you enter the clinch. And both these fighters were tough as nails, stepping in, wanted to show that they were the better fighter. Yanette Garcia showed her pedigree when it came to her Muay Thai. She was mixing in punches that led to the chopping, heavy low kicks. Then she was flicking that lead leg, whether it was hitting to the head or the liver. When they were in the clinch, she was landing knees at will. It seemed Maria didn't really have an answer in the clinch. And then that right hand was just landing over the top all day. There's that head kick land, beautiful.
And it was a very decisive, unanimous decision in the way of Yanette Garcia getting it done, very proudly representing American Kickboxing Academy, but also I feel like doing what she came here to do, which was also showcase that she is a true mixed martial artist.
Yeah,
went in for some takedowns, head kicks.
She was
in the
mixing
clinch,
it up.
amazing.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that we talked about earlier. Maybe she didn't get the takedowns necessarily, but she used it to then transition into the clinch where she was landing knees at will.
Beautiful work. I mean, 3 rounds of action nonstop. I love it. This is what the women bring to Combate Global. And now we got to talk about all the options that we could potentially see Yanette Garcia go to next. I know a lot of people want to see her back in action, so a little bit of healing. I think we can see her back very, very soon. But we know a guy that won't need a lot of healing is a guy named Jaden Ortega. Got an even quicker first round knockout this time.
Was it 49 seconds?
Less than a minute. Know if it was
crazy.
That much.
I know. We were just starting to get our flow, and then the fight was over. These fighters making their way to La Jaula. Luis Castillo coming in with a ton of experience, and then ate that kick to the body. Like I said, it was body shots all day was the theme of the night, and Jaden capitalized on the moment, that flying knee, elbows, and just hammer fist crushing blows. I think, Castillo was never really able to recover from that body shot. He wanted to. He showed that he was really trying to get up, but when you're not able to defend, refs got to stop the fight.
Someone in the live chat really appreciated your comment about liver for dinner. Can you repeat that for the audience? They were big fans.
What did I say? Liver is what's for dinner? Sound like Hannibal Lecter or something.
That was definitely the energy that Jaden came in with. And I think he's going to get his wish. But the issue is anyone going to want to fight this guy after you get these highlight reel knockouts?
Well, I mean, yeah, these are warriors. These are fighters. They want to prove now I'm the guy that's going to I'm going to give him his first defeat. I'm going to be the one that show that he's just a hype train, this kid. I don't personally agree with that. I'm just saying that's what you got to tell yourself. You know, I've been here. I'm not going to let this kid take over.
There it was. I just wanted to see the backflip. I asked him about his backflip last time he had a first round knockout, and he's like, it could have been better. I was like, no, just own it. It was good.
He didn't stick the
but
landing.
That one
was clean. That one was clean. And that's a fighter wants to be perfect. They want to nail it. They want a really good performance all the way down to the celebratory backflip.
The welterweight division is definitely so exciting, but this main event, our strawweight division at Combate Global, is absolutely stacked. I know we got a Melissa Amaya in the distance, could be watching a fight like this, but she has a lot of experience. Kenya Enriquez just taking her boxing pedigree and making the most. Now 2-0 as an MMA fighter.
It's so fun to think about the future of these athletes when we see like really good matchmaking, like the first fight of the night. You know, when I joined you guys, I got to see Marcelo Reyes. I got to see Burgos fight. And then I get to see them fight each other. Like the journey of seeing these fighters get better each and every time, and then they get matched up against each other. I'm really excited for the future of Kenya Enriquez.
And I really hope we see the return of Hannah Brobiskov, because she is ready for any challenge, and I feel like she learned a lot. You can't forget that this fight is after a year layoff. So we could only imagine what she could do with a little bit of time back in the gym. But man, look at Kenya just go to town. And Marco Perez says, I've seen enough, y'all.
I mean, and she responded to a body shot by smiling. Look, she's like, yeah, that's how cool is that? Tough mama right there.
Not sure that's a little bit of a giveaway that you're like, oh, that hurt. I feel like most of the time when people laugh like that or shake something off, they're like, oh, that actually kind of hit. But amazing night. 4 out of 5 finishes for this Combate Global card. If you were in this live chat, please show some love. Shane, how are you feeling about this new format? Being on camera the whole time, that's kind of a lot for us. Some people were asking to see my heels.
My knees are bugging me a little bit in these shoes. But man, I feel in my element up here with you, and I just got to shake your hand, Alex. Thank you so much for being the best co-host ever. I am in good hands with y'all. I know you didn't get to see the handshake on camera, but it happened. It's official.
It's official. This is definitely something new. We love your guys' feedback on everything. I think some post-fight interviews someday, maybe a cool, different setup, and I think we're onto something because we love hearing the technicalities. And Jaden Ortega, Choco Castillo, when will we see the return of these welterweight warriors? We cannot wait because Combate Global is on the way to the top. For mucha más acción, it is Shane Faison, Alex Wendling, live from Miami. We'll see you next time.